Good day, everybody out here. Good day, everybody in the studio. Hello, this is a beautiful day with us again at Alpha Reporters and Talk, the place where we discuss and give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, economic, and political welfare of Nigerians cutting across board, home and abroad. Today is the 3rd of June 2024, and we're in the studio for our 29th edition for the 29th episode of the program. Today, as always, there are going to be very exciting topics for us to discuss. A lot of topics, a lot of things happening in our states and across the nation. These are trying times. But first, before we go further, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Obizo J. I'm going to be your host and moderator. And as usual, on the left-hand side of my screen, as my hand goes, is my co-host. Please, co-host, could you do the needful?
Yeah, my country people agree to know my name not in Edo, or if you call me a reporter TV. We today now another good day at the join from Japan. We could not waste time too much because we get people for studio. We get hot topic we will talk about today. By the defection for the massive defection for Edo Central to APC and the rest is really going for the states. I will pass the mic back to my host, make it designer for us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for introducing yourself. Before we go further, let's stick to the rules. Yes, we have people in the house already. Thank you guys for being here. Comments on social media, please let it flow. People on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. There's a new Twitter account because our other account has been suspended. The suspension will be lifted because we haven't violated anything. But there's a new Twitter account. Please, you can follow and do the needful, the Twitter handlers. And for the people in the studio, please, if you have any comments, any suggestion or opinion, on the right-hand side, the private chat, indicate if you can find the hand sign, just let us know that you want to say something so we can do it in an orderly fashion. That's about it. And lastly, our WhatsApp number is going to be put on the screen as time goes. The Nigerian number is strictly WhatsApp. The number is 02348102734224625. The number will be on the screen. If you have any want to make a call, the lines are open. Please feel free to come in. As we start today, we kick off today. First of all, this is the first episode for the month. So we say Happy New Month to everybody that is in the studio, that is participating with us. And we go straight to the happenings in Nigeria, and particularly in Edo State. Today, there are topics on ground, but I've done a little bit of good evening, Osa. I've done a bit of research, and because with the happenings in Nigeria, a lot of breaking news are trickling in. So we are going to talk about political race, but we're still going to talk about critical issues affecting Nigerians in general. On the flyer, we have Asue Ighodalo lacks PVC and has never participated in election. That's the first topic for today. The second topic is APC members and Edo citizens expressing concern over Senator Okpebholo's political incoherence and lack of articulation. That is a very heavy one. I may not agree with that, but well, it is part of media news. Then thirdly, the most important, which affects everyone in Edo State right now, affecting businesses, and is the that has got out of hand, is the matter of security. There's a lot of insecurity in Edo State at the moment, and it is a sad one because we don't know if this is trying to be political, but we know it happens all the time in our country, and especially in Edo State, because when it gets to Edo State, it goes to the extreme. And this is not the first time in the last 5 years or in the last, let's say, 10 months, a lot of deaths, a lot of unnecessary deaths has occurred. Yes, we see people being maimed and killed in broad daylight. Sometimes it's being recorded. That's how, I don't like to use the word. People see people being, yes, in broad daylight, and sometimes these have recordings. It's almost becoming a norm in Edo State. I don't know what these people are fighting over. I don't know what the supremacy is all about. I don't know. We don't know anything. But as I saw on the media a couple of minutes, have banned activities in certain areas and declared war on cultists. He has passed an anti-cultism law as Edo State loses 150 persons to cult rivalry related activities in 5 months. He set up special task force to combat cultism, and this is just the news that's coming. They said more, there will be details in the next hour. It is sad that we have to be dealing with the NLC strike. We have to be dealing with infrastructural problems, and we still have to be dealing with a lot of people that are fighting over nothing. I believe if you want to be a fighter, you like to shoot guns, why not join the military so you can help countries defend themselves? You have a point to improve. Don't go around going after harmless people, saying in the name of a color, of a group, of an organization, fighting over nothing. Because I know these people are not getting paid. I know they are not getting promoted. I know they are not getting health reforms. I know they are not getting health insurances with this act. It's nothing. You can't just wake up in the morning after eating so much pounded yam and egusi, you go to pick up an arm and you're going to fight, or let me use the word buy someone from another street that you have never met or had any communication with, over them say, hearsay, we say, our say, or a color combination. That is not acceptable, and it should never be in the eyes of humanity. That aside, we have to talk about the NLC strike. There's a strike began today in Nigeria, and it is crumbling the economy as it is. Although the economy, we cannot speak for it because we don't know how. Without the strike, the economy looked like it was on a nosedive. But now there's a strike which is going to give reasons for more hardship and more cruelty, because the people now will take power into their hands. Everybody will want to multiply, take this as an avenue to hoard commodity or to sell commodity more than the price tag. And with this NLC strike, the national grid has been turned off. I don't know what concerns the national grid with the NLC strike. The reasons why the strike, I believe the reasons why the strike commenced today was because of the deliberation they've been having on the minimum wage with the government over a couple of months now. I don't understand what is the big deal or what the big deal is on having to agree on the minimum wage. Yes, I know. Uh, uh, Sometimes I read in an article some time ago that the NLC was telling the government that the minimum wage should be 400 and I think did they say 400 and something thousand. I don't know if that was a joke or if it's I don't know. But again, NLC have their reasons for going on that level. But the strike is here and it has started and it is crumbling a lot of movement, business, and keeping the people in the dark. Again, while we're at that, when the NLC bring up their schedule or they bring up topics like that, there was a breakdown of the senator earnings. The breakdown I saw that somewhere too. I don't know how authentic it is, but it has been flying around where the Nigerian senator has a breakdown, the breakdown of his earnings. And to be honest, to be very honest, I speak for myself. It is rather ridiculous that a governor's or a senator's furniture allowance is more than a worker's salary for a year. If a senator receives 600,000 naira for furniture allowance a year, and the person receives 40,000 naira a month, he earns 480,000, and the senator's furniture allowance is 600,000, which is more. Why should anybody's furniture allowance be more than a worker's yearly allowance? How does that work? What kind of furniture do these men use? Do they change their furniture is there a fight? Some people can have their furniture in their houses for 5 years. Or how long do these 600? Thank you, Mr. Osa, for putting the monthly. Okay, that's the monthly earning. You see, the monthly earning of the Nigerian senator is 29,479,749 naira. And in that list, if it's broken down, I think there's a monthly, if that is the earning per month, I saw somewhere in the circle, in the group, that there's furniture allowance in that. Does that mean the senator earns those amounts, the furniture allowance every month? Well, those are one of the things I saw today, and the reason why it has popped up is because of the labor strike, of the NLC strike. Okay, now we go back to our people in the studio. It's not my show; it's the show for the house. We start with the current PDP candidate not having a PVC or has been out of electoral practices or election practices from inception. I don't know how this is, how people are aware of this, or how this information got to us, or how it's on the media, but how authentic is it? My co-host, please, I don't like to ask you first.
Thank you.
What do you think about such a story?
This is also what they get for Nigeria. Joe is a simple news. He just registered. Aswe just registered in his first time. Just registered in his ward in his local government. I forgot the primary school name particularly. It's a former primary school in Owerri. Just did that last week.
For the
So
first time ever.
first time ever. So that
Or
strike.
he resides in Lagos.
Yeah,
So, but
there's a difference
now that he's
transferring.
coming, okay,
There's a difference between transferring your PVC and
okay, you
registering.
can.
You understand?
Okay, you can transfer it. If you transfer it, that means you have it already in books.
Already.
You can transfer, but not having is just going for the first time at
First time
64.
at
That's,
64. So that brings the question. So what has he been doing in Lagos? And he na make I use my signature. He na former Laudaro chairman. And he was in Oshomole's economic team since 2008. So all this while this man did this position, he never voted for him guys or for the state where for the manage economy team. Well, that's not for me to decide. That's not for the people to decide whether it means or it not mean anything. But for me, I would really like make people who want con rule us. Sometimes maybe they get more interest for us. At least maybe they participate for the election for the town. It's like these people who come decide to rule us. They come in at the time when I don't know what they think or what they feel, or maybe their guys call them. But that will not be good for us. At least if we want change, we'll start change from the top. That's why I say I'm a host.
yes, I understand your point, but is it a big deal? I would not. I would honestly, yes, it is. That's why we're talking about it. That's why it's on the news. Um, and somebody is asking, how are we sure it's his first time ever? Because it has just been explained that you can transfer your PDC, right? Is that not what you said, Mr.
Yeah,
Michael? If you
yes.
have if you have been registered, if you have ever been registered, I believe it's going to be on record where you
Mm.
registered and where you primary school at all and all, or the location where you did it. So now, if you're going to maybe he lived in Abuja, that is where he was residing. Now he has to go for election where he has to vote from how they sheepishly do it. They make you go to your village to vote with the people like they do. They have to transfer it, and these things. Okay, there's someone said, is the exercise for registering a new PVC not closed since before the last election? Is there a new registration exercise going on? That's another question. I
Yes,
don't know. I don't
yes.
know. Okay, yeah, okay.
It's just INEC just announced for new registration. So I think new registration commence. I think was last month, right? Yes, last month. So that was the new registration commenced.
Okay, that's for fresh register for fresh members, not previous. Because the way they do it, I know.
Mhm.
I said it in the last episode. I told everybody to go register, or I got like we registered new for a new one because the elections were coming and you have to register so you can vote.
Mm.
Yes, go on ground. I mentioned it last time. I know that as the registration has commenced, but what this writer is saying is there a new registration exercise going on, like for new first time voters? Is
I
there a
think
new?
Pat Kennedy's hands up.
Okay. But Kennedy, I can have a good day wherever you are. I think
Yeah,
you're
good
in that
morning.
place. Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir.
Yes, please.
Good morning,
What's your
sir.
submission to
Just
this?
very briefly, about 30 seconds. There's a continuous registration exercise that is going on. I think the INEC has opened the window for people to register. You know, some people just became 18 years recently. I think that
Yes,
is why
that's what
there
we're
has to be this
proceeding.
continuous registration exercise. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. I was about to say that as for the process to linger, there will always be new new registered members because you are only allowed to vote from 18 and above. And some people just turned 18 practically last month, or some people will turn 18 today. So the eligibility to vote will be on the table. So that will give them the avenue to register a fresh prosper for the process, a fresh registration for the process. But again, questions need to be asked. I know the Asue lovers are commenting, yes, because If a 64-year-old man has never voted or never participated in elections since 1999, if we do the maths, that is since his 30s, because over 30 years, or in his 40s, that doesn't show any sign of patriotism. Now, who is going to vote for him? Because he didn't vote for anybody. See, that is why people must be very careful what they do. If everybody is going to be laid back and say we are not going to participate in elections, now it's your turn to be voted for or against. People have to vote. You are having your first PDC at this point. But well, what can I say? What can we say? It is what it is. We cannot change things in a way, but it doesn't mean anything. For me, I don't see it's the point, but it's no big deal. It's no, we have somebody, okay, we have Mr. Uyi. Mr. Uyi has something to say. Mr. Uyi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, please, can you tell us your submission or what you think about what we have mentioned?
Yeah, I said we should be careful to pass information we cannot really defend, because I don't think anyone here have access to INEC register. So how do you know it's his first time registration?
Yeah, Mr. Oye, before you move further, he's just registered last week, yeah.
No, you have to tell us how. No,
you don't have to tell.
You
I'm
cannot
telling
tell
you.
me. Okay, you want me to just swallow the information and say,
Mr. Oye, you can Google any of the media. Hold on, not social media.
What is the
Hold
source?
on
The
now.
source has to be from
Let
INEC
me tell you.
register to show
You
that
can
this
take
man.
channels. You can take Guardian.
So
hold on.
what if I give you a source to show that this man have voted before?
Hold on. He's just registered for the first time in history.
You are
in
giving
Edo
us
State.
You are giving us an information authoritatively. You said he's just registered first time in Edo State. Does it have any constitutional implication?
Mr. Oye, it's a different transfer your PVC and register for the first time. It's a clear case. You might want to spin any way you want. It doesn't matter.
Do you
It
have
doesn't mean
access to the INEC register? What you are saying now is your opinion. It is
it's
not
not
a fact.
It's not
A
an
fact is a
opinion.
verifiable truth. How can you verify this information that you are giving to us? It's only those that have access to INEC register. That's what I'm saying. I cannot deliberate. I cannot give a statement of fact in an issue that I don't have a concrete proof. We all don't have, like some people say I don't have voters card. People might say I don't have voters card. They jump into the court. They say it all the time. But I have a voters card. I will bring it out and put it on the platform.
Can we say the same about Shomole? Because Shomole never voted in Edo State till he ran for governor too.
What about the Labour man?
And how did Asue vote? How did Asue vote in the primary if he doesn't have a voter's card?
Where did Akpata vote in the last election?
Mr. Uyi, Asue just registered for the first time. It's not about checking any register.
So can you vote in the primaries? Can you vote in the primaries?
The questions you guys are asking. The questions you guys are asking, right?
If you cannot give us a verifiable,
Uyi, hold on. Can you want to talk? And after is
no, wait. Sorry,
it's my time.
Wait, before they come in, let me try to put things in balance. To be very fair and to be very honest, the news that with this information is not on the national days. I've seen it on the Herald, the Midwest Herald, what's it called, website. But I tried to check other public dailies like the Vanguard, the Punch online. I just Googled it. It is not from those places. And I don't think INEC has come out to say it. So we should mind how
so
we.
No credible source.
No. Yes, I'm not saying it. No, credible source, no credible source. The elections like this, things fly. You know how the time we talk about him connecting.
My host, hold on. You just find that the Midwest Herald is on news. There has been a news since last week, but
no, but if what I is in news since 5 years ago, it will be on the website of the media, the major media houses.
hold on. But you just saw it one. You just saw it one. True or false?
Yeah, but how authentic is that?
Okay, it's not about authentic. It's not about authentic. Hold on. It's not about authentic right now.
No.
Wait, hold on, please. The question is this: it has been there since last week, and Asue team has not come out to debunk it, or INEC have not come out to say, "Oh, this is wrong" or not. The guy just first time on the news registered for the first time, but it's PVC.
Okay.
There's a difference between. Hold on.
So can I ask one question?
Hold on,
John
Bosco. Hold on. I'll answer you now, but just hold on. There's a difference between transferring your PVC and register for the first time. I don't know the point of argument here.
The point of argument is that those sources are not credible sources.
You're not going. See, it's not sources. Don't try to assassinate.
We cannot base on our deliberation. We cannot base our deliberation.
Can you point one place Asue voted before, since you know him so much?
Okay. Oh, wait. I've just asked you a question. I've just asked you a question. If you have access to the
I'm sorry, Mr.
And you have not answered it.
Mr. Kennedy, hand it up. Mr. Kennedy.
No,
we cannot.
Hold on.
No. My co-host, calm down.
Do we have access to INEC register?
Hold on.
Wait.
Mr. Oye, thank you. I think you're right. I quite understand the argument. Mr. Tony too is right. He said he saw it in the daily. Why don't we wait and see what is going to happen? But this is my take on the issue. When did the PVC come into effect? It did not come into effect in 1999. Somebody like me, I voted before I left Nigeria. I voted for UPN in those days. But today I don't have PVC because I don't live in Nigeria. Asue may have voted in 1999 or 2003 or 2007 before the inception of the PVC. Let us see what happened. Now, there are so many people who registered and their PVCs were not delivered to them. In the news, we saw a lot of PVCs that were seen in gutters and in the forest and all that. And some people registered, but the system did not quite provide their PVCs and all that. But if at all he has not voted and he has been in the government, I think that should be, in my own take, that could be an error. But anyway, let us wait and see. There's no need for argument. Let us not overflow this issue. If he has not registered, I think that will not be good for his candidacy. But if he has registered and he has not gotten his PVC, let us see what is going to happen. This is a simple matter. Because like somebody said, Oshomole did not register before he contested for.
But that's true. Oshomole never voted in Edo State or registered till he ran for governorship.
Let us move on. If he has not, since he has registered.
So, that's my question. Is it against the law?
It's not against the law.
Thank you. That's supposed to be a point of argument, not coming to assassinate somebody's character.
Nobody's assassinating
anybody's character.
Hold on.
I think the last speaker actually hit the nail on the head. Tony was just stating a fact. He saw it in the media, and he's not the author of that. He said it. He's reporting what he's stating here. What was reported in the media.
It is not very.
And that is fine. No, but what I'm saying, that's also fine. I want to ask.
But what is valid is what.
Did the man vote in the PDP primary, governorship primary?
Yeah, he did.
So what did he vote? Did you vote in the primary without a PVC card?
I don't think they use PVC to vote in the primary.
He's INEC. You have to. He's INEC.
Okay. INEC that handles the job too. Another good question.
So that's what I want to know.
No, but I think also sometimes it's easier to re-register elsewhere than to transfer your card. It is very difficult transferring. Some people just.
But nobody has answered my question very well.
Let me answer you.
Vote in the primary.
John Bosco.
Yeah.
John Bosco. We don't need a PVC to vote in primaries. It's delegates that vote. Who is there? He would have been best to answer you.
Okay.
You don't need it. That's why you will have a consensual candidate. You don't need to vote.
Okay.
But the question is, when we say the guy has not voted before and the guy registered for the first time, You don't have to come and start as you don't go after as a character assassination. All you would have to say is it doesn't matter or it matters. Simple. And we'll move on. Don't come asking me, oh, are you sure? Has the information credible? Now we are shifting the goalpost. But anyway, that's not the
But
matter.
Oshomole did the same thing now. I didn't say, well, it wasn't a big deal during Oshomole's time.
Please,
No,
hold on,
I think the host is trying to box me into a corner that I cannot, that we cannot interject, or we cannot have
it is proper at any time we can interject. We are here for it's a discussion. It's not a debate. It's a discussion. We are all having an in-house discussion.
Exactly. I like there is question.
Yes, there is.
Right.
He gave a second question. I was about to read that. When he said, regardless of whether AI's PVC is just a week old, does that invalidate his qualification to run for government?
Against the law?
What exactly is the relevance of the age of the PVC? Like I said, people have been voting in the process since 1999. If you have not been voting for people, why would people want to vote for you? It's simple. You have to be a part of it. Don't speak about it. Be about it.
No.
That's my own. This is my own. But doesn't disqualify him. If they say the process you have not participated, not participating does not disqualify a candidate. Fine. Why not? Let him. But it's news.
My host, thank you. I think
a lot
of people are deviating from the news. As like Derry just said, is these are the things we should talk about. We talk about the morals, the legals, and the implications and the actions. And if you look at it, within these 4 things I've just got, probably only one will stand. That will be on discretion. Will somebody vote for you or not because you have not voted before? That should be the point of discussion. Not come and tell me, oh, the gentleman just did it live, stood, registered for the first time, and people were shocked. Oh, not that you are transferring your PVC. If you are transferring, that's a different case.
Can I please say something, please?
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. In regards to this discussion, I think voting is a free right. It's a civic right. You can decide to vote and not vote. It doesn't stop you from being voted for, because like the host just said, you've not voted before. Why will they vote for you? No, the people in the ballot are seeking the vote of the masses that he is also seeking. He was a part of the masses. Probably he not see the reason to vote. It doesn't mean if he presents himself to be voted for, he cannot be voted for from the masses. So I think that doesn't. I think it doesn't.
What I meant is this: people vote. When you vote, you register. So it's you participate. It's a process, right? You vote, or you can have your PVC and you be like, I don't like all these candidates. I'm not voting, or I'm just going to vote for presidency.
That's why the right is free. It's a free right.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if we all feel I'm not talking about him now. I'm just talking about people being laid back. I don't need PVC.
For me, I just think I think these are just political jabs. These are to score political points. Just to score political points. But in
before elections.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't actually make. It doesn't actually. It's not actually a wrong thing.
No, nobody said it. For me, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it happens before. It happened before elections. You see, I said something earlier in previous episodes. If you are not ready to know who your mother dated before your father, don't go into elections. Don't go into politics, because when it's time for politics,
true.
They'll go and bring. People will come and say he fought his girlfriend when he was in secondary school and he beat her up. They'll soon bring that out. People try to bring the best of the negative part of their opponent. So some people are trying to make this a point. But I think we are too inclined with other serious matters. That's why he's registering now or not, or registering before. Some people will come and say, so what? Those that have been registering since, do they make better kind of...
What have they done? What have they done? Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, but we are just trying to balance it. And again, honestly, what I always do when I sit here, I do a research. Sometimes I try to do it before we start the program, or sometimes I try to do it while we're in the program. But it's only the Herald, whatever, that has brought it out. And they brought it out on the 29th of May. This news is on the 29th of May. I don't know. This is called the Midwest Herald. Yes. They are the only ones with it. I tried to check on Vanguard and Punch, but they didn't pop up. INEC has not said anything. The team has not said anything. Even I don't think the APC has said anything towards this. It's just news that is there. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all
news is all is news.
All good for deliberation, my brother. It is news or no news. Now, are we done with that, or let's go to the next? Let's go to the next topic of the day. The next topic of the day, I don't really want to put it out there, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to say it, but he says APC members and Edo citizens expressed concern over Senator Okpebholo's political incoherence and lack of articulation. This is disrespect, honestly, from the way I see it, because I don't know, I can't find. Well, it's an individual or opinionated, if I'm using the right word, statement. Some people feel the man is shy. Some people, I believe he's just not out. He's not just an out person.
Why should I shy?
Some people are pushing it to be incoherent.
Yes, now when your flag bearer is telling you that there is no animal in the museum.
Someone actually said they were trying to come today to explain that to me. He said,
if you are shy, you shouldn't run for governor of a state. You shouldn't want to seek for the #1 seat of the state. If you're
but he's a sitting senator. These are the people that
a sitting senator that you don't see. A sitting senator that you don't see.
These people receive. This is the guy that receives 600,000 plus for furniture allowance every month. You don't.
I mean, sometimes we need to get serious about these things. The same thing we said about Buhari, that we don't mind if Buhari brings a NEPA this thing as certificate. Look at Nigeria today. It's in a big mess that Tinubu can't even dig out himself from. And we're still trying to bring that to Edo State. What are we doing? What are we teaching our kids to learn how to anybody to come and run for governor because he's a party member? They will look at education. The education is no longer acceptable. Look at the lady that won election in Mexico, the first woman to run to become president in Mexico. Look at her CV. Look at her CV.
Just won the first lady ever to be president in Mexico.
Go and look at her CV. Then in Edo State is what we should be playing with, because we want to be partisan. We want to like our party member, that we can just bring out anybody to run for office and we're okay with it in 2024. Come on, man. We should wake up and see this.
No, it's not about waking up now. I just want to point out something. This is a sitting senator, so no disrespect. That's why anytime I mention his name, I always put his senator before his name. You know, so he's one of the people that make decisions for the country. So I don't want to believe in the speculation of him being incoherent or lacking articulation. I just want to believe not everybody is outspoken, or not everybody is brave enough to come to media like we all do to speak or show our faces.
How do you campaign?
The way he campaigned to be senator.
How do you campaign? Yeah, how do you, if you're not outspoken?
How did he campaign to be senator? Because now we have
it was by default. It was by default.
No. First of all, we have to call the Asia people to book. I'm not trying to tribalize it now. We want the Asia people to tell us how he convinced them to vote for him.
No, I think they were just voting out. They were just voting on party lines and sentiment.
Without knowing
not on credibility, which is 90% of Nigeria elections. We vote based on sentiment, economic reasons, not on credibility.
Even there's no. I don't think Apart from it, those
my
states.
host, before you move ahead, I beg now with the YouTube, we could click subscribe and share and thumbs up, not thumbs up. I beg we get new Twitter page. Our new Twitter page just start now. Upper Reporters and Talk. Now be new Twitter page. But I'm go follow us, share, repost, and like. And our YouTube, sorry, our Instagram page is there. Upper Reporters TV. We can follow, share, uh, uh, and like. Our other old Twitter page they down. Our Facebook page they down. They come after us last week. But thank you. I appreciate you all. Go ahead, Miles. Thank you.
Yeah, so like I was saying, before you become even a councillor or a councillor, that's the word, or a local government chairman of or that I'm using those because those are the starting points. You do campaign, you talk to people, you go, even if you use it in your dialect, or not everybody in your city or your local terrain would understand your dialect. So at some point you use your vernacular, and the other sometimes you use English or grammar. But from given time, you must speak to the people. So the Asian people that voted him, voted him into being a senator from that district, to tell us or give us what he told them.
Probably he could communicate with them in their local language, and he could tell them whatever he wanted to tell them.
Yes,
Because
not everyone.
That's a senatorial election.
But listen,
But
that's what
now
I'm saying.
We're talking of the state where not everybody understands Isha.
Let's use Edo South as a case study. Not everybody that lives in Benin is or understands Benin language.
Yeah.
So there's a Senator Neda, I guess there's a Senator Neda from Edo South. The way he probably was campaigning, he might have used the vernacular. And again, the non-Igbos, Benin-speaking people that voted for him, he must have communicated with them too. So he didn't use Benin. So when you are doing it, you are mixing it. Edo Central has students or has businesses that are not Asian people, if you know what I'm saying. So how did he communicate?
But if you like we say in Nigeria,
okay.
No, in Nigeria we have 264 languages, right? That is why our common language is English, because we cannot speak in our local languages. Because if you speak in your language, the other person will not understand you. That's why we have a common language, which is a generally accepted language, English. That means you should be able to communicate in English. Now, as Nigerians, as Nigerians that we can't even break them down. Now, we can't even get pidgin English before our local language. That means if you cannot communicate in English, you should at least be like Tony. Tony communicates in pidgin English. It is acceptable because that is it is also our means of communication. What it be language now? You speak, the other person, that's communication. The other person understands. So if you are restricted to your local, then you should stick to your local politics. So maybe as he did Senate, he go get another Asian person will go to translate for him. Because he's representing his local district. So it's different from the state.
Sorry, what you just said is true, because Okpebholo just did a campaign, received some people who defect which day here. I think yesterday, a bit today, and the guy spoke on Ishan, and a lot of people were marvel. He spoke on his local dialect, all true, But I think a pack already Kennedy Arriva hand up. I beg your sorry, say my people say because the Arriva they work. in the journals from work. If I go ahead.
Yes, I beg, me una not vex because I want quick just add my own make I come on because of my work. The co-host, he has said Mr. Okpebholo is one of the lawmakers or so. I just want to politely debunk that one. He's not a law. He's in the place where laws are being made. I think so. That is my own. Because if you look at this, you know how Nigeria politics how it works. If you look at these people in the House of Assembly, House of Rep, and Senate, they
I
are
get
just
to
very
if I
few
love you.
lawmakers. I beg more than not vex. There are just very few lawmakers there. Look at Oshomole. I think Oshomole is one of the good ones. Look at Ndume. Those are the some of the ones we have in there. We hear. Have you ever heard Mr. Okpebholo? Me, I was even surprised when he emerged the candidate for APC when they were calling him a senator. I tried to investigate how he had been senator, and I couldn't just lay my hands on anything. And look at his deputy. Like I said in this program one time, I said if Okpebholo is not talking, where is the deputy? Is the deputy too, verbally handicapped? Why is that one not talking? These people, they have a lot of baggages. So I think that is the problem. Today, I happened to, before some few hours ago, I happened to speak with one of the big people in APC about this campaign, about this incoherence of the APC candidate, and he was we went into a heated argument about his incoherence, and the guy was talking party, party, party. We just have to vote party. I asked him if it is in the normal parlance, like the kind of question people will ask. If it's your own company or your own establishment, who would you like to hire? He said, Asue Ighodalo. He want to hire Asue Ighodalo because of his prowess. I said, if you would like to hire Asue Ighodalo because of his prowess in your own establishment, why is it that you want to punish the whole state because of your party affiliation? He said, Kennedy, I beg, make we stop all these things. Now, APC, we want. Now, so I was just wondering, and these are people that are living abroad, have lived abroad for about 40 or 38 years. I say talking like this. In fact, we have a problem in that country. Like Okpebholo, if you know you are not competent enough, why contest for that position? Only politicians are talkatives. All the politicians are normal politicians. They are talkatives. If a politician is unable to talk, that politician should not even attempt to be a politician. We call them liars. If you cannot talk, how do you lie? And this man is just there calling museum zoo, and there are no animals in the museum and all that. And we want this kind of man. Like somebody said before, all these questions we're asking them when Tinubu was not when Buhari was not debating. When the certificate saga was on, people said he could just bring a NEPA certificate, even light bill. Let him bring the light bill. I told them you will suffer these things in the future. And look at where we are now. And even when Tinubu refused to the Tinubu certificate and so on, they were even saying the same thing that NEPA certificate will work for Tinubu. And look at the mess we are in now. And in Edo State now, look at what is going to befall us if we have to go the way of this Okpebholo. The first time Okpebholo, we were trying to hear from Okpebholo for so many weeks. We couldn't hear. Even one of our brothers, Amigo, invited him so many times. He didn't come. And when he eventually spoke for the first time, you can see the shivering, how he was jittering. How can that person face the crowd? How can that person face a World Health Organization? How can he face the UN? So those are the things we should be looking for in a candidate. If the Asue was in APC, I will follow Asue to APC and vote for him. So if I had a PVC, so that is my take. Sorry for taking your time.
Thank you.
Domo.
I beg people hand they up.
Yes, no, we have Osa before to go. Osa, we have your hand. You have your hand up. Osa, are you there? Osa, these are the breathing.
Sorry, move on. A lot of people are trying to come in to the studio. I beg those who not come to the studio. When I see the WhatsApp number online, look on a call the WhatsApp number. Add the number to your WhatsApp.
I got the caller here, but he couldn't. I don't know why.
Mr. Tony, bring somebody. May I go back?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. We have. I don't know if Mr. Oster is here, but he has his hands up. But if Mr. Oster is not here, we'll yield him for, or we'll skip him, not yield him. We'll skip him for Mr. Tupo. Mr. Tupo, are you there? Mr. Tupo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. If you can hear me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. You can hear me, right?
Yes. Do you know the matters we are talking about right now? Did you follow
I
up
know
with the
one was. I've been listening.
okay.
I've been here since like
Okay,
30, 40
okay,
minutes.
okay, okay, okay.
I know you talked about whether Asue just newly registered. Well,
Yes.
I wanted to comment on that, but the reality is this: Asue actually recently registered. So the drama about trying to say whether we have INEC register or we do not have INEC register is really not in play, because if we want to even have INEC register, we should also have the INEC register that puts Asue as a registered person in Lagos. And so if you don't even have that, you cannot even come to argue whether it's on INEC register or not. So, but for him to have registered is a good thing. The only thing I don't want is for us to just throw it at the side and say, like what Mr. Audience said, that it depends if you choose not to or you choose to. Because it's not as if it's a new player. Akpata voted in VGC in 2023 elections. We all know that. And Oshomole, when Oshomole wanted to contest in Edo State, as at that time we did not have a permanent voters card. Permanent voters card only came into existence in 2012. 2012, after the reforms that Yaradua brought about, and Oshomole became governor in 2007. So you cannot put Oshomole as one person without a card when he was voting. PVC came into existence in 2010. Then if he decide,
Mr. Tupo, sorry.
yeah.
Let me ask you this question: how is this an advantage to APC, since this man never voted before?
Well, the advantage to APC is not the propaganda. The advantage to APC is that where he has gone to register, he probably does not have. He doesn't have the people. Like when I say the people, it's not as if he has always been with them. He has known them. So it's just a new player coming on board. Probably at that unit, definitely he's going to load it with his own people. You know how they do this registration. You pack people to help you boost your unit result. But at the end of the day, he cannot really justify that he has the relationship with the people. So that's what I think APC will be banking on. And other than that, there's no special thing, but just the morality. The morality comes into play. That when we start arguing, it brings me to the second question of the person of Okpebholo, where people start talking, how can we in Edo just accept this? How can we accept somebody that just registered for the first time in Edo? If we can accept it, we should accept anything. Let us not try to be smart by half. Let us not be hypocrites because we have a candidate.
When you say accept anything, what do you mean by accept anything? It's not he has not committed a crime. So
neither Akpakomis have committed any crime.
No, these people
can contest for government.
Yeah, this one the ballots. This one the ballots, and we are going to.
So let alone the man who can talk.
Are you not referring to Akpakomis as anything?
I don't want somebody to interject. If I'm talking,
nobody should interject, please.
If I'm not talking to the host,
nobody should interject, please. I'm just trying to ask anything.
I didn't interject in anybody's talk.
I think anything is going too far when you say anything. Yes, we can.
No, I didn't say anything. I said if we can accept anything, what is good
you said if we can accept. You said what if we can accept Asue as just registering now? That means we can accept.
Then we should accept a candidate who speaks only Ishan. It's not.
No. I'm not. APC has brought that.
No, you get me right.
Yes. We
get me
what
right.
Are we going to do? We are going to accept it. We are accepting it already.
Get me right. We are not in contention here. Get me right. It's my own.
Yes. No. It is versus. Asue versus Okpebholo versus Akpata versus
Asue versus Okpebholo versus Akpata versus Asue. There are many candidates. The thing here is this. What I'm saying is that if morality gives us the right to say yes, who just came to register for the first time today and haven't even gotten his ticket as a governorship candidate, probably if the machine decided to fail today now, that maybe INEC decided not to do continuous voters registration, he might not even be able to vote. And if we accept it, yes, it's not a crime because there's no constitution that cancels it. If we accept it, that is based on morality. We have accepted it. So other things we can also waive the morality to accept some other things. So it's normal. I'm not arguing whether this one is good or that one is bad.
You're right.
Asue has a CV. He's a very educated person. Okpebholo is a successful man, has his business for over time. He has not been indicted by EFCC or anything. So they both have the right to contest. What the bone of contention is that some people prefer this, some people prefer that. Some people have the lens by which they look at Asue. They look at him with the CV, and that's why they can always say that if you have a company, who will you hire? Some people have the lens to look at it and say, based on the relationship and empathy I share with this man, I think he will understand my worries more. So it's not a crime. So when you come online to say what has Edo got into, you should be able to come to the ballot if you believe Edo has gotten. Because
people like to
put yourself in the race.
Okay, let me give you.
Let me give you. So low. That means I'm too high to contest.
No. That is not being low. Mr. Tukpo, let me explain this. Okay, I like to
explain. You don't need to explain to me. I have my opinion. You have yours.
My opinion is good. I'm trying to say from because I am a part of it. Whether I like it or whether I'm a moderator or not, I could have been one of the people in the.
You know why I took up Mr. Kennedy. Epa Kennedy came up and said he had an interview with somebody, and the person said it was party. No. Let us not spread.
No, but that was what the person told him.
That is just him saying it. People as party people, there's a process by which somebody comes on board to become a candidate. It's not as if you just walk around and just say you come sit down. I can assure you or tell you that it is APC primaries and some other primaries are primaries that were conducted without godfathers. We know that it had to do with politicking that brought the emergence of the candidate. Unlike the other party.
What do you mean politicking?
Politicking, which is required in politics, to lobby, to negotiate, to realign and align.
Okay, it's not financial strength.
No. Moderator, stop trying to be smart.
No, I'm just asking because you're talking
that part. Listen.
Okay, let's leave the financial part.
Observation.
No, wait. Because now you're trying to tell us, you're trying to educate us.
No, it's not educate. What we do, I cannot.
No, please. No, please. That's what you're trying to do.
No.
You're trying to say.
You're trying to tell us some things we don't know.
Yes, you are trying to say APC had the flawless primaries, PDP had none.
No.
What about we
witness everything? 300.
Moderator. You are asking me a question.
We witness everything.
No, that was
listen, you are missing where I'm going. I'm not saying that they
go
had
to where you're
going.
Please don't take us to where we don't know. Okay. Huh? I think go to where I'm going, but please don't carry us go where we don't know.
Moderator, don't do this to yourself. You are the moderator.
Don't they give time for people. If it's 3 minutes, it's 3 minutes. They give time, please. Give time. No one person that stop speaking.
Yes, thank you, Mr.
Yes, we have heard. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your ideas and your submissions. Mr. Tukpo, please.
Thank you. Like I said, the APC primaries did not spring up a candidate that was handpicked by a godfather. That's all I said. I'm not and you and I know that. It's not
okay. Wait. The APC. Let us go back to books. Let us go back to books.
Okay.
The APC candidate is the senator, the first winner of the APC primaries.
No, he wasn't the first winner.
What happened?
The first winner was Dennis Idausa.
So what happened?
At the end of the day, they said they had the concerns that the returning officer that announced the result was not supposed to be the person, and so they had to go to the National Working Committee to discuss it. Then they said, okay, yes, they had some results from the previous one. They need to go complete the election. They completed it and another person emerged. However, definitely there was a court case because frailness we always fight up. People.
Okay, so now the previous
but the party was able to bring in their
deputy
mechanism to settle it. You know.
Yes, no, he settled it. There's no godfatherism. We know it's just a
it wasn't handpicked. Whether
you call it politicking, but the winner, the previous winner now accepted. The previous winner now accepted to be number 2. They now accepted it.
Well, that is why I use the word politicking. It's called lobbying. You negotiate. You see it in South Africa now. Julius Malema is trying to negotiate with the DA or the ANC. So it's happening.
Before or after election.
See, whatever it is.
I'm asking now. The one you're using South Africa as a case study.
That's what I'm telling you.
They had a primaries after law. Because it's obvious APC had a primary. They lobbied after. Because if they lobbied before, probably they would have had one primary.
I was not in the primaries.
But you're speaking to us with personal information.
I was not in the primaries. Maybe we'll give some.
That is not the talk. Maybe that's not the talk for now. We are talking about Okpebholo's political incoherence and lack of articulation by the people and some APC members. That's the point we are talking about.
Okay, is it that we are talking about? Now,
yes,
like I said, you said Okpebholo's incoherence. Yes, it is normal. I understand that people have complained about his incoherence. But does that take away the fact that he's not doing well as a successful man? Is he deaf? Is he dumb? Do we need somebody that is so brilliant in speaking to decide whether he can be a good governor? It doesn't justify that. It might not be coherent. I don't know. But whatever.
Sorry, in 30 seconds you round up. Sorry.
Yeah. So, but what is important is that he was able to communicate with his people. And like what Odiano said, yes, we have the multiple.
Wait. Sorry, you have 30 seconds, I know, but we extend it. He was able to communicate with his people. In the US, he said something about the zoo and the animals. But are we not the people? We were not able to communicate with that.
Mr. Moderator, my 30 seconds is up. You can give somebody else. You are trying to dance the argument.
I'm not trying to be partisan. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm not trying to use your words.
My host, before Tupo go, Mr. Tupo, I agree with you because you cannot just see somebody who they come register for the first time and they say it's Alpha and Omega. Meanwhile, when I bring out just now, my brother, they attack the socks. Now, this of coherent about how we speak in English, because me now, right now, because the English is not correct from my mouth. Yeah. Nobody look for socks. John Boss cannot ask me for socks.
We see the
video. Tony, but let's
we see the video
now. Junior, make I talk something.
We have a caller.
See, okay, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Yes, caller, please say your name and tell us where you're calling from. Please put the microphone close to your mouth. What's your name? Chaco from Germany. Chaco, how are you doing today?
So I want to ask a very simple question. I bet more or less. I say the platform, the co-host, Mr. Obiozade.
Yes. Yes, they are speaking with J. Obizo. Yes.
Okay. So I said, I don't want for co-host now to become PDP sympathizer because the way they ask questions, I can't be like, say they don't give you money.
Okay.
Because you need to ask people need to say their own acts.
Okay.
When they ask your own question, they suspect you and say maybe they don't share some PDP because we don't understand the platform again, because we don't deliberate the way the platform takes start before, because the way they ask my brother a question, they ask the only God that he can be the defender for he can be the solicitor for answering without for the platform. I may not understand, because I did watch my program here and check my head,
Yeah.
Because speaking English, not speaking English, generally I think now I need to go to German school to stay perfect in German language, But just because of perfect, let's say because we must speak big grammar, speak big grammar. German here don't speak big grammar. Consider their road are tight. We have good. I think aspect of city now is still of learning, but it's more beautiful than Abuja or the city. So speaking grammar, you can say a very childish talk. Say you know they speak grammar, you know they speak this one. Speak grammar, after speaking grammar, it become a dead criminal. It become the best way to come for person. Now to speak grammar, people will talk. So I will just poverty come out of the land. So people make them get good life, make go to the rich people, cheap area, also area for those states. Now to go to the speak grammar. Chinese know they speak grammar, but they speak their own. They're one of the second richest country in the world now. Some are not they speak grammar, they only speak Dutch. You just want to speak grammar, you know, just because of what makes of we Africans. We don't want to just say that is PDP grammar because they want to certificate one white man give them. We just depend on that one will make us alleviate our suffering. I don't understand
Okay, no verse. Why is verse? But somebody get question for you. Somebody has a question for you, Sparkle. Just 1 minute to. Or then say, what's the question for him, please?
I beg, brother, the caller, well done. Oh. You talk about German. I want to ask you one simple question. If you dey contest for Germany, you know they speak German language, you they speak English to the campaign. Anybody go listen to you, talk less or vote for you? That's my question.
If you get German, not to speak other language, they speak their own language. I prefer say with your best speak make everybody learn the rich,
yeah, but that Ishan, now only Ishan they hear and they know they hear Ishan for Bini. So it's not communicating. So that you're using Germany is not feasible because if you they speak English, they use English in the campaign for Germany. Nobody go vote you. Nobody go listen to you because you are not communicating with the people. You must speak their language before they fit cast, before you even become ballot.
I'm not APC man. I would prefer Apata than the two candidates.
Thank you.
Apata, because if you want to talk about it, approaching whatever, Apata, at least you can see speak more English. Wait for the
Sparkle. You hear me? Sparkle, right? Sparkle. Okay. We have heard you. We have heard you. But I want to say something. I want to just before I go off the phone. Nobody they talk. Nobody is interested. Are you speaking English now? Nobody concerned about whether I speak Isha, whether I speak Bini, whether I speak Pidgin or not. We always say when you speak a language where we don't understand, we know the hear Isha. If you speak Pidgin English, at least no one understand what you talk. I know you don't accuse me of collecting money from PDP. That's why I also start to collect money because listen. You still have to explain. Sparkle. This year they talk to me, so I don't understand what they talk. But if you can't tell me about animal for museum, I don't understand. So I go raise voice for that one. I go say, Sparkle, what they talk about? When they brought up, when they talk Baba Blue, Bulaba, everybody talk about them. But if you can't tell me now, me and you are sitting.
Because I make one comment when I say
English don't help us. Make it speak English. Make the candidates speak Pidgin English. Even Akpata and others, they speak Pidgin English sometimes. They come out, they speak Pidgin. We don't think Akpata they talk. Akpata they speak like Wafi. Yeah, it's Abia. Asue when they talk about it, too, they come, they speak Pidgin English. Even if some people do like say they form.
Pidgin English na skill for election. Na skill for election.
But make it come and make we understand what they tell us. Even if you don't speak English, make it speak. If I speak Pidgin English, make you use Pidgin English talk. We go understand.
And I know understand where person go tell me say Chinese no, they speak English.
Grammar.
Generally, no, they speak English, but they do road.
No,
they go school.
No be grammar. Yeah, you should just say something. Make you say something when we go understand. It's okay. Franco, you don't take more than 5 minutes. Thank you for calling. I'll call you later when we talk about who the PDP when they pay money.
He spent 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Please give people time. Just 3 minutes is okay.
Please let Okpebholo go next because you go work. We know Williams. I know where it's time for work with this. Please, Williams, go ahead. I want me to ask you this question. Now, where Asue and I register in PVC for the first time, is this guy connected to his people? Who wrote me first? Who me first? Is he connected?
Okay. I greet everybody with there, so I'm not going to always say that I just needed to sleep to go to work very early in the morning. I greet the house, so I greet everybody.
We greet you back.
But today, I want Mr. Boto, is he still there?
Tukbo,
He's there.
My brother Tukbo, today I want to try to convince you. May you tell your people may they vote for PDP because I like your argument a lot, but I would want to really convince you to please change your a little bit of mentality of campaigning for someone that you cannot really employ to manage your company. So I put it that way. I beg our side. Yeah, I beg you. They hear me. On that Boto, I beg you. Well, coming back to the topic, let me use about 3 or 4 minutes. For me, it's not really relevant. That is why they have a voter continual registration process. As I'm talking to you now, during since it started, I know a lot of people have convinced new voters that family people that have not voted before. I have an in-law who has not voted before in her life. They say, "I'm not the vote. Sorry, I'm not go register." I look. I said, "Please go. This time, I want you to register." I convinced her, and she has already registered and sent me the receipt. Though I promised to give her something. A lot of people that have convinced this period to register who have not voted before. So if he hasn't voted before, I don't even know. Maybe he said I listened to one of his interview. He said he has been voting for a long time, but I don't know how that information came. Maybe he's just registered now. Maybe probably he's doing transfer. A lot of people are also doing transfer. Is there any evidence to prove that he's just registering now? So if there is no evidence to prove, let us not just talk about it, because maybe he was doing transfer. For me, maybe he was just doing transfer.
No, he
So
was not doing transfer. You hear me, Williams? He not do transfer.
Yeah, you get concrete proof about that.
Yeah, he was on media. He was registered for the first time at this primary school. I forgot the primary school name, but
okay.
He didn't transfer. If you're transferring, you don't need to go to primary school. You have to go to INEC secretariat and do transfer. He went to primary school. The way in his work,
no, even transfer. It's the same place they register. That is the same place because it's a different line. The same place they register is the same place they do transfer. The same place. You don't have to go to anywhere. The same place.
That's an argument.
I know for a fact. I know for a fact because you can stay on different line. You can stay on different line, but the same place. Those who collect, those who went to go collect, those who went to go do transfer, those who went to register fresh is the same place. The same place.
That's one question. This one just moral. That one just moral. Objection if you feel don't take work against them or work for them. But there's one other thing we pick everybody in mind since Asue said Dr. Come for social media say when your uncle Bola Ige did there, he wrote, he even showed the letter. He wrote to Bola Ige to facilitate a transformer for his village, Uromi. So does it mean now our rich men in Nigeria, all they believe in is to get from the country? I remember Javed Kennedy say, don't look what the country will do for you. Think what you can do for the country. Okpebholo saying they dig boreholes in Soda Killing, sorry, by his sister. What's the transformer that Aswe cannot buy with this money since they say they belong to donate to his village people that they don't have transformer, rather trying to use, though what he did was not wrong, writing to China, writing to his uncle Balage to supply transformer.
Sorry, my co-host, sorry, we have a caller. Might not keep on having for over 3 minutes. I wanted
please give it 3 minutes, so please. We are here listening.
Yes.
Please, they say you have 3 minutes. The senator in the house says you have 3 minutes. So tell us what your question, your submission, or your suggestion.
Okay, no problem. My name is Jonah. I'm calling from Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, welcome, Jonah.
I'm a typical obedience, but I support Asue Ighodalo. What I want to talk is, when they watching our program, and they happy and they see the way a lot of people they talk. But I'm really surprised for most of us when in this part of the world, once they reason the way with the reason. Person go see good thing when you get clear for your eye. Just like somebody when you see something you won't go shook the eye, you go to open the eye, say make the thing come make you shook for the eye. Although everybody gets different candidate when you go support, but let us be sincere to ourselves. We want the country to go forward, not be backward. Something when we see like they say the person not go do something, not because me I support as well, like I said before, I be to become obedient, but at least I'm supposed to support my candidate now. It's an obedient man. But I want the good for the state. How the state go to move forward. And why I decided to support Aswe because now I feel say he good for that position. But everybody feel have your own separate support for any other person. But what I try to say is a lot of things when some of our people they talk when they come into this program, it's just like when the devil travel see the whole world, but they see something when not good, when they know say not good. They want to force or rather they want to convince people to follow up that thing. It's not good at all. That is why people want to go forward. Sorry to use that word. At least we they learn every day by day. I would pray make the state go forward. Not the way we say the go bring somebody all the things when we say we pray to go forward, you can't go back again. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonah from Hamburg, Germany. Thank you for your submission and your contribution. And
sorry.
Okay.
That guy when I come from Germany, I will even ask one question. Say for Germany, it don't feel a German when you don't go qualify for something, say they go vote for. And now we'll go do election. We'll go vote on the 9th here. On the 9th here, we'll go vote. Now we'll go vote.
Yeah.
Make you tell me, say, if safe, whether if you put somebody, like when you say not fit for the position, because the person not speak the German language, whether they go vote for it.
Thank you very much, Mr. The question is in the air. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonah. Thank you for calling. Yes. His question to Mr. Chaco. Okay, Mr. Chaco, in Germany that you live, do people do they have or make I use pidgin English? You say, is there anybody when no qualify when they go vote for or when go handle ballot or when the name go they ballot? He's asking Mr. Chaco. Mr. Chaco, please write your comment. We have another call. Today they all. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from. You have 3 minutes to give your submission on the matters at hand.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Good afternoon from here. I'm calling from Canada.
Okay, fine.
This is my second time of calling.
Yes.
Regards to this Okpebholo this person language. Actually, it is very important, at least as educated as the way we are in the district. So can we bring in somebody that can already express it? Let's say, for example, he go represent those things for other countries. I mean, we need interpreter there to go to talk there. You know, they see the way Obaseki they move from one country to country to try to negotiate business come Nigeria. We know they feel proud to see the way. You see when you go London recently, go give lectures. Even though enough for you, even you as an Edo State citizen will say, oh, this is my governor. And even for example, how many things you don't go all these other media houses to go talk with him and do for Edo State. So if you don't enter finish as his governor, then maybe they can't get some kind of one go talk with all this Arise or channel. So you don't go for the come answer some question. You can't go there fool everybody there by it. So they answer questions say about electricity. You say yes, you go talk with you. They answer about what I call this thing about this way Obaseki they build for Ring Road here. They say that zone and all those things. Look at so many errors the guy don't make. The other thing saying go give he go call he go give power to leaders to do what they want to. At least we don't be past that one now. At least apart from saying maybe it's already in the Senate, but it should be able to express itself. It should be able to represent us where. Maybe people from embassy come from Lagos. They come meet for office. Then you come begin the yarn all those kind of grammar, blah, blah, blah. I think for one of us will do proud like that, say this is my governor. We should be sincere now, try to bring out the person to rule that state. So I'm still supporting this the AI because you're able to continue from where this man don't stop. This man has done a lot. Could be maybe 50%. So we need somebody that understands it already, that will just start off what this man has already done. So the man not the articulated reach actually to really represent us, to make us proud with the people of Edo State. Because sometimes they go international community. So now this kind of error they begin to blow all over. I believe they use the issue and then other people will go there. Even look at when they do the whole meeting parties. Now, some of the other people they talk now. You know they talk. At this kind of present time, we will do so. I beg my brother, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Friday from Canada. God bless you too. Yeah, thank you for your submission. And please keep calling. The program is always open for us. As we go further, we have a hand. Our favorite guy, Mr. Tupo, his hand is up. Mr. Tupo.
Sorry, Mr. Williams, get the floor.
Yes, Mr. Williams get his floor, but Mr. Tupo, Mr. Williams has in the ground. Mr. Tupo raised his hand. I want before Mr. Tupo forget what he want to talk. Mr. Tupo, Mr. Williams, sorry, please. Mr. Tupo, what do you have to say? 3 minutes, please.
I be one help and answer that question, that mark view. I want just come.
Okay.
Mr. Williams, just don't forget the question. Don't forget the answer. Right, and that 3 minutes to go get now. You will come in. Mr. Tupo, 3 minutes.
No. Okay. Well, it is just. I noticed something with the discussion so far today. We have a whole lot of our brothers calling from Germany and Canada and some other places. And there's something I noticed. Is whether it has to do with our brothers who are living outside Nigeria. They have this mindset of what government should look like, and I don't blame them because of the society they live in. So it is so proper that they just think that Nigeria is.
Have we lost you? Are you there? Oh, okay, we have lost him at this point in time.
My host, I beg, give me 1 second. Mr. Williams,
okay.
Sorry, Mr. Williams, hold on, I beg.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams, hold on. No, we get sorry, I beg. We get an officer for the house, I beg. Boss, Shodi, I beg. You did it?
Yes, I'm here. But you cannot see me, but I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Yes, can you please get somebody on the floor, but can you just give us your quick submission? I bet my people might not we get somebody on the rank of a corner or CP on the house. I beg, but just give an opportunity to speak about what you want to talk about. I beg, bros, go ahead.
All right, Tony, thank you. Let me be fair. I just came in now, so I'm not really abreast with the discussion. But I think I heard the last speaker talking about the Edo State governorship candidate. I'm not very sure. So I would rather want to listen first and then probably pick it up from there.
Okay, good, sir. Good, sir. I beg, I hope your network did good. Just hold on, follow us, listen to us, then you can call me anytime, can interject. Thank you, boss. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Yes, I know that I'll be supporting Asue Ighodalo, but on fairness, I don't know if Poto is listening to me. For me, I don't have problem of whatever he's saying, using pidgin, but I wanted to tell us, look, to be honest with you, if possible, let's do it as the Chinese. There are a lot of Chinese in Nigeria who have a lot of companies, but they can't speak the dialect of English. But there is somebody that is always beside them, that when they are speaking, somebody is translating. So we want to know what it is in his head. So if he need it, he can use Asian, but let him have somebody beside him so that when he's bringing out the ideas that he has in his head, somebody is translating. Then we are aware of what he has for the Edos. Not, it's not about English now. Let's not talk about English, but what he has in his own brain. Can he do something for the Edo people? If he can, let him use his own dialect for God's sake. Make he speak Asian. Make he get somebody beside them. We go they translate them. We go they enter our head. We go no say yes, this man have something in his brain. It's not about my problem with this man is about coming to serve the leaders. No, the leader they don't get money. They don't get enough. Now just the Nigerian are just at my pocket, my pocket, my pocket. Let's think about the masses. Look, I am campaigning for this. I'm spending my money. I don't want. I'm not going there to live. Maybe my pension, I will go there to stay or whatever. But I am campaigning for Asue, not necessarily for myself, but for people that are calling you one day. Person will call you, brother, I need this. But if that country is better, you will get few calls from there. If people are independent, nobody will definitely disturb you. If government is okay, that Benin, nobody would. You have led disturbance. So for Pakomisa side, I don't have problem with him in language or whatever. He can use a translator, but let us know what in head. Who will do? Make it tell us. Say, I go do this one. No, when somebody asks you a question, how will you fix electricity? You will say you will talk to the president. Come on now. There is no just explain how.
Mr. Williams, sorry,
So,
but today we see, we see
for
Apakumis that they use Asian,
Yeah.
they talk to people for
Okay.
Asian. And this and it was people will marvel when the big wings of PDP at the claim a lot of big wings they come from PDP enter APC today, and he addressed the crowd with Asian, and people didn't see any problem with it. What's your take on that?
Yes.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
No,
Look.
Mr. Williams, wait.
It's
Mr.
Huh?
Break it down for Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, have you seen the video?
Yeah, this is me here, but I don't know if they can check it on YouTube.
yeah, but
Okay.
I don't know if it's Asian land, but there's another video in a go. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's not central. Hakalolo man, Friday, is it Friday?
Yeah, but
Koya,
the the funniest thing is that he addressed there, but we're there. You did you hear what he's saying? But my question is, if he whatever he's saying, let him say it in whatever language, and let us get a translation. Simple as that. Look, I don't understand Isha, but I will be looking at the video now like a zombie. I don't understand what he's talking about. But people there, Edo is not mainly for the Asian people. You have a circle. We have about 6 different languages in Edo. So we need it to be to tell us so that we will understand in a very simple English. You see, sometimes you see when I'm talking, I miss it with pitching because look, we are all human beings. You feel tell me what you want here, but in English or pidgin or whatever, I go understand you. You understand? Whatever he says in Asian land, we are seeing the video now. But most of us is not understanding what they are saying. A lot of the campaigns is everywhere. It's simple. We are waiting for. They say result never. I don't know how they make that parable. Say no, you wait for result before you begin dancing. You pass. Simple like during Obaseki time, even commissioner that they appointed were the campaign. That one was 40 million to the camp then, but he won. He still won. But it's not about the campaign. It's about what people have in mind. I'm telling you now, me myself, I'm not at the campaign. I'm not the campaign with man. The campaign with things in there. I don't convince more than 20 people to go register fresh. No people are not convinced say about 100 where I know say they might list me one vote for. If me I'm doing that without having any benefit, without gaining anything, because I want a good government in that state, somebody else will also be doing it. It's as simple as that. So my conclusion about the topic, if he register fresh, he just transfer whatever he do, as long as I have a voter's card to vote, it does not really matter to me because I know what he has in his brain. I'm supporting him not because he's registered afresh. It's not a disadvantage to him. Simple as that. It's not a disadvantage. I believe for me personally, I am convinced beyond reasonable doubt that this man has something in his brain to do more than what Obaseki has done. It's as simple as that. I rest my case.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. We appreciate your submission to the matter. We have Mr. Osa. Mr. Osa, I think he's back in the studio. Mr. Osa, your hand is up. Are you there?
Yes. Now,
okay. Yes, please proceed. Yes. Good evening.
Okay. Sorry, my network is a bit erratic.
Is the network on strike?
So, well, everything is on strike. So we're just trying to tap from the neighboring internet. Okay, so the thing about this Okpebholo matter is not about him speaking English or not speaking English. It's about when you ask him a question, he never gives you an answer. That is why it is concerning. You know, all the last trip or the only video that I've seen of him when he went to America, he was asked several questions and he never gave a single answer. I don't know if he does not appreciate the questions or he does not have answers to those questions. And if you cannot tell us how you're going to make Edo State better, I wonder how you convince the voters to vote for you. That said, we all know that as bad as Hitler was, he still had followers. You know, so of course people will still rally around for Okpebholo. But I would say it is at the detriment of the state. Because the man cannot, for once, tell us what he will do differently. He was asked about healthcare. He never gave an answer. Instead, he keeps saying he's an APC man. We know you are APC man. Tell us what you're going to do as APC man. He would say he will call his father. Tinubu is his father. And it's very concerning. That is why, for me, I will rate him least among those I have listened to. I've listened to Dr. Asue Ighodalo, who's a very brilliant man. We've had PNK on this show, and she gave us answers to questions, even though she didn't dive into some of the questions to give us details of, you know, for obvious reasons. She doesn't want to reveal everything, you know, but she could answer questions. And we've listened to Asue several times answering questions. We've listened to Akpata as well. So why is the APC, the ruling party, their candidate is unable to even answer a question? It's very concerning, you know, and I just pray that we don't end up the way those state does not become Nigeria, where everybody will go on strike and all of that due to failure of this, you know, if it comes in. But I pray it doesn't. I'm just fasting and praying, and I think we should all look at trying to keep him out of that Osadebe, because the man, my brother, the thing they get concerned about him. And then talking about the host talked about Asue writing to his uncle Bola Ige to bring was it Transformer?
Yes, Transformer. Writing to
I was supposed.
Great, and that was as far back as the year 2000, and this is 2024. So 24 years back, Asue has already been, showing what he can do in his hometown. And I think I remember Tukpo saying that if he has not voted, if he has not had his card before now, it means he does not connect with the people. However, I think that is flawed, because as far back as the year 2000, the man he's already connected to his people, bringing electricity. I understand that Tedo said, why didn't he use his money? Okay, that's a private man now. We've forgotten that after that, he also did the road that leads to his hometown. That was from his pocket. So sometimes, when we talk about these things, we should always balance it. The man could have bought transformer, but we don't know what the issue was. If you read that letter critically, it wasn't just the transformer, it was the electrification, which means it's more than the transformer. So, that's where I'll leave it for now. And I hope and I pray that we all try to keep our Edo State better than the way it is right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Osa. Before I respond to you, we have a caller. Someone is waiting. He has been waiting online. Caller, please. This is not his first time. He has been here before. But caller, please introduce yourself. Tell us where you're coming from and give us a submission.
Thank you, host. My name is Kizzy Osegali. I am calling from Toronto, Canada. And I'm calling in respect of
Oh no, my host. I cannot hear anything. Can somebody hear me? I cannot hear him speaking.
I can't
We
hear him.
can hear you, but we cannot hear the guy speaking.
Can't hear the guy speaking.
Host, we cannot hear you speaking too. It's like you are mute, my host.
I think it's now Okpebholo nephew.
You are mute, my host. We cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now, so I cannot hear the
Can
guy.
you hear me?
We can hear you now. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, Kizzy, can you proceed?
Okay, yeah. So I said I'm calling in respect of the last caller and a few other callers that had called to express concerns about Senator Okpebholo's ability to be a governor in Edo State, or to represent the people well in terms of his composure and things like that. Yeah. They have concerns. I'm not here to bring anybody down or to say negative things about the opposition, or when I mean opposition, I'm talking about Asue or Akbata. But I'm just trying to say that those people that are saying, at least when you're saying something, sometimes try and be fair. Someone had said that Senator did not answer the questions that were asked to him that they asked him during the town hall meeting in Maryland. I was there live. He answered all the questions. The only question he did not answer was the one a young girl asked him about entertainment industry and the creative economy of Edo State, how he was going to kind of revamp that and, promote talent in Edo State, in terms of entertainment and creative space. And he referred that question to Dr. Blessing Abomere, I think so, which was on his panel. That was the only question he did not answer. When they asked him about healthcare, he said he's going to declare a state of emergency on education and healthcare. He said Edo State has hospitals, and these hospitals are being run by consultants, which is not fair, because it's out of the reach of the normal people. And that when he becomes governor, he's going to return it back to the state so that people can benefit and can afford it. He said so. He even talked about his 5-point agenda. He said he was going to declare a state of emergency on education. He said there are a lot of out-of-school children. He said that there are facilities that have been dilapidated, educational facilities, and he's going to revive them.
Mr. Kizzy.
Yes.
Where is the video of all these things that you are telling us about?
Some on my phone. I will check.
Yeah, because it was actually hacked off the YouTube itself.
I never watched it on YouTube, but
it was on YouTube until a couple of hours after where it was taken off.
Okay.
So if you say you have, because you are being articulate at this moment, you are expressing it to us in a very good way, and we are enjoying the way you are expressing it to us. And if it was expressed to the people that complained about like this, I don't think there would have been a problem. So I would want you to share with me the videos that you have, right?
Okay.
And continue, because you skipped something about the healthcare and the statement that was made about healthcare. Please proceed. You have 2 more minutes.
Yeah, I will share with you. I will check my phone. I have clips here.
Please, can I ask the caller a question?
Also,
wait, please.
And some people have come out to say he cannot speak, things like that. He must have made mistakes, or he doesn't know what he's saying. Well, I wouldn't say that. That's not a fair statement. He may not be. I've always said, even each time I call this program, I said he may not be as eloquent as the others, but that does not mean he does not know what he's doing. That does not mean he cannot lead. And he has the basic requirements, more than even the basic requirements to be a leader or a governor. He has been doing things as far back as 20 years ago that I personally know of in his community and to help other people. So why do you think he cannot lead effectively if he has great minds around him? It just takes one person with determination to say, and a focused person to say, this is what I want, this is my vision, and I want to run with it for this state. And I get the best brains and the best hands to run with me. Not even the best, but people that key into my vision that can run it with me. As far as I have the power and I have those people that are supporting me, then we can build a great state together.
Okay.
Let's look at it from that angle.
Okay.
The banters coming from here and there is not eloquent, it's not this, it's not that. I don't think that is that's the way to go. The best leaders in this world that have led India, China, and all those countries don't even know how to speak English.
But they were articulate. No. Mr. Kizzy, we are not saying, yes. We are not talking. We should be pragmatic on the things we talk about. We are all listening to each other. We are all learning from each other. We are here and expressing ourselves. People are not saying he doesn't know how to speak a language. People are talking about being articulate. That is when you express yourself and people are able to understand what you say. You have skipped something again. I think someone wanted to ask you a question. I don't know if Mr. Osa.
Yes.
What do you want to ask?
We all know.
Please be brief.
Yes, it will be brief. We all know a very prominent lawyer from Edo State, Ighodalo. Whenever he speaks, do you understand him? So communication is more than just speaking. Communication is able to pass your message across to your audience. And what I listened to, maybe it was a different setting that the caller was at, but what I listened to, I didn't get an answer. When he was asked about the healthcare, he said that that Obaseki destroyed the hospital and built a museum, and there are no animals in the museum. So I'm asking the caller, was it that particular session that you attended or a different one?
I attended that session. That's the one I attended, and I can explain if you let me. Because
please hold on. You attended. It's a question. You attended that. When he was asked about the healthcare, was that not his response?
That was in addition to his response. Yes.
In addition to his response. So at what part did he say what you just told us? Because that was never on the clip. We've all watched it. It was never on the clip.
Like I said, I'm going to share the clip with Tizi Obazo. I'll share it with him, and he will share it with you.
Please
I did not say he did not say that, and if you want me to delve into that, I can.
Yeah, delve into it. What does it mean?
Okay. If somebody I know very, very well, right?
Yes.
And before you guys just start throwing stones at me, but allow me to land. I think everybody could interpret it the way they want to, but I think he was being sarcastic. I don't live in Edo State, I haven't. The last time I went to Edo State was 10 years ago, right? Or even if I'm an indigene, and I even at that point understand what he was talking about until I asked somebody the next morning, somebody that was in his entourage. I said, Senator was talking about animals and museums, and you guys laughed about it. I don't really understand. And he now Googled the picture of that, of somewhere. I can't remember. Was it a library or something? But it's now covered by bush in Edo State. I don't know what that place is. It's in Benin. I can't remember. I don't know if it's an art center, if it's supposed to be a hospital or whatever, but it's covered by, it's like a deserted building with shrubs and bushes all around it, you know? And he was trying to tell me that, the senator was saying that the place is now a zoo and there are no even animals in the place. That's what senator was trying to say, and that's how he was just being sarcastic. You guys forgive me, I don't know the place. I only saw pictures the next day.
I don't think that is correct.
I won't forgive you for that. I won't forgive you at all.
He never mentioned the zoo.
No questions from Mr. Kizi.
It's your uncle. It's your uncle. So we understand.
Nobody should speak to Mr. Kizi, please. Mr. Kizi is just saying what he was told.
Yeah, it's his uncle. I understand him.
So please be gentle. Mr. Kizi. Yes, okay.
When they said the video, you know I did it, eh?
Yeah, when they showed you a picture of a location, and they said he literally was a figure of speech against that, and he was trying to get how would I say it? He was trying to be funny, some sense of humor. So he said even in the zoo, the animals, but he didn't use the word zoo. He used museum.
Museum,
yeah. He used museum and animals, which completely imagination again. If you're talking about the healthcare, you're talking about the museum, you're talking about animals, those three things fall into three different categories. But I'm not here before they say I'm to come. I'm only being concerned because I'm from Edo State, and that is my state. I was there some months ago, and I have families there. We all should be very, 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 very concerned when we hear things like this. Because if I come to this show to tell you, oh, these lights are bright, but the wood in the rays is making the vegetables not grow. You guys will say I am mad. But maybe if I'm a politician with vast wealth, you guys will say yes, I'm having some sense of humor. But it's okay. I would accept your statement the way it is, because I thought you were going to tell me you spoke to him, asking him about this. But no, you spoke to someone in his team who made the translation for you. When you heard it at first, what did in your mind? That's the last question for you. When you heard that statement, you said you were there, right? So you were one of the people. You were one of the people that practically applauded him every time he made a statement, either going to meet his father or Tinubu, or when he made that funny, or were you not there when he made the statement?
I was not there when he made the statement of going to meet his father, Tinubu.
No, but were you there when he made the statement about the zoo?
I remember hearing that.
Were you there when he made the statement about the zoo and the museum and the animals?
Yeah, I was there.
And what did you do? Did you laugh?
Oh, I laughed.
So when
everybody in the hall laughed.
So when he said it, you didn't comprehend. You needed a translator or another person to tell you about it before you could say, oh. But initially you laughed. So why did you laugh?
I laughed
if you
because
didn't understand.
I laughed because everyone laughed, and I knew it was being sarcastic, but I did not know the interpretation, to be very frank with you.
Okay, but you just laughed, so you went with the bandwagon. Yeah, Mr. Kizi, thank you. I don't want to.
The person I know he is, I knew he was being sarcastic.
My host, Akpebholo hand is up. I think he wants to ask me the question too. Please.
Yes, a caller is coming in. Somebody is calling. Someone has been trying to call in since. Mr. Kizi, thank you. I've spent over 10 minutes on this. Thank you very much. Please stay tuned. And you have the direct connect. I think you are the closest person to the senator in that channel because you were there. There's no other person that has come to say he was in that meeting or he has direct contact to his team. So please stay close. We'll be needing you at all times to rectify or to explain things to us when we go out of track. Thank you very much, Mr. Kizzy. Yes, a call is coming in. Let me take it. Yeah, before we go to Mr. Tupo, thank you very much, Mr. Tupo. We'll get back to you, but the call is coming in. Let me do this.
I think I have to call. This is what they do, so I think I will call on her because my call now they pick.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you there? Please speak up. I need you to speak up. I need you to speak loud.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Please, it's 3 minutes. Let's not take time. Tell us, give us a submission, my brother.
Okay, I'm calling from Austria.
What's your name, please? Elijah calling from Austria. Okay, Elijah calling from Austria. All right, Elijah.
Yeah, so it gets some certain things when I would like to just put my mouth into, because when I listen, I hear one of your co-moderators when he say, donate transformer, give a community.
No. He did not say Asue donated any transformer. He said Asue wrote to, I think, Bola Ige, who was Minister of Power,
so to give transformer,
to bring power, electricity to his community.
No, he not transformer.
Yeah, he got it wrong. He got it wrong, and he was corrected. Okay. Good.
So now, electricity started in 1999.
Okay.
That Professor Bola Ige, the Minister of Power.
Yes.
Then Obaseki just set up a committee on electricity, and that's what happens to be a member of that committee.
Okay.
Bola Ige was the chairman then. So that's when we don't struggle for electricity for a very long time. So as very well respected person for one of the high people for then after decided to say, okay, Uncle, my community when I come home, not electricity. Then Bola give so many petitions when they write concerning the electricity. He said, okay, forget about the petition. Let us make up how we give away the electricity. Which then Bola start that process when they will take the electricity. And the way we connect everyone get light, everyone get light. So after was the brain behind the way the electricity. It's not just right to say, give my community transformer. No, he was the brain behind it. And the way till today, I think the way light on 2003, November 2003, that is when the way electricity come up. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is APC of 18. When we contest election,
Elijah. Okay. Yeah, you have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Please be brief.
Okay. Sorry. So now, APC candidate model, when we contest election, you have to come out for people to interrogate you, either in any TV station, because after since the Labour Party candidate, PDP candidate, Asue Ighodalo, which is very difficult for APC candidate to just come and sit down on the national television or on a platform like this for like 30 minutes. Answer question directly, that you know how for people back. Either you know how for Pastor Eze Yamu back or you have for Oshomole back. Check any forum where they go. Now these two people that they did for 90 help and they answer question. And you want to govern a place like Edo State, where they have a lot of professors, where we have so many talented people, so many educated people. And you want to govern such people, and you cannot even want to stand in front of people to tell them this is what I want to offer you when I become your governor. See this thing when they go for mainland for America. It was a total disgrace for me. The governorship hospital does not know the difference between museum and zoo, and they won't govern Edo State. So at least if we talk about this thing, we should make it very clear to understand for us to understand it. when you want to govern people, at least you should have something offset to tell people, say, this is what I want to offer when I become a governor. Not be to the hand. Even as a governor, who want look into us. Now, this is the Oshomole, or na deputy governor. So that a lot of things when they are stake here, not just because Asue speak English or the Labour Party they speak English. No, the thing is, as a governorship aspirant, you have to tell the people what you have to do. Sit down on the national television, let journalists interrogate you, or come in a platform like this, let people ask you questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Elijah. You have done over your time. Thank you for calling. Thank you for clarifying us. Thank you for educating us on the electricity to avoid me. Someone has sent me the letter that was written by I just received the letter. I don't know the authenticity of it, but it states Banwo and Ighodalo. It was dated October 13th, 2000, and it was dated to Dr. Segun Agagu, the Honorable Minister of Power, Steel, Federal Ministry of Power and Steel. Yes, Ewohimi Electricity Project Extension. That is what is said on this letter. Yes, but Mr. Elijah enlightened, he gave it to us, and he even gave dates that this was how this was Mr. or Barrister Asue Ighodalo's contribution at some point to the said matter. Well, we are still on the topic, and yes, we have I think Zatuko's hand is up, but we have a caller, and the caller, I want you to say, caller, are you there? Yes, good evening. Please say your name, tell us where you are calling from, and give us your submission. Please, we don't want you to exceed 3 minutes.
Okay. Now, Osas from Italy.
Osas from Italy. I know this is not the first time. You called the last time on the program. Yeah, am I wrong? Or yeah, is that the same Osas from Italy?
Yeah, you are right. You are right.
Okay, please say what you give us your submission.
According to what everyone be saying, it's just that we just have to be truthful. Let's call this spade a spade. They know they use class medicine till they tell you progress. Without veto, we are not condemning Akpakobida. Tina Mike is not competent to handle the welfare of that state. Is not competent to handle it. Look at the position that is holding in the federal level. It can even pass a bill over 1 year now. Look at the contribution that the Asue president, the palliative. There's nothing to show about this. Show about that. President cannot raise a motion in the parliament is that one that want to come and raise the motion or the welfare of the entire state. People should stop deceiving themselves. Look at that caller, the other caller that said that he was there in the interview when in the US. Why are we human beings? Why are we so barbaric? Why? When you see truth, you will just have to paint it black. It's not fair. That man is not capable. He's not capable to handle the welfare. Okay, then this very man that we are talking about, they say he was working with Anene. Ever since that he has been in the government, on his own, what is his achievement? What have he achieved on his own? You know, maybe because everyone here now, we are in Western world, we are here for a better life and to have something to tell about in future time. We have one or two business that we put aside. But that man, what have everything that they have been in the government, what have they built that people will look into to say that, okay, this is in the aspect of his own business, this is what he has achieved. There is nothing that he has achieved. There's nothing that he has achieved. I can see the comment, and many people are saying, Akpata. Yes, Akpata is educated. He's from Edo South. But he's a lawyer. But you can see we all will tell ourselves the truth. That man, he just want to use opportunity to win everybody. The errand of the past election that Obi, everybody vote Peter Obi because of change in the federal level. They thought that okay, they want to use that. He thought that he want to also use that method. That method will not work. Okay, let's look at those people that contest in the Senate post in a labor. What are they offered in the state? What bill are they passed? Apart from this man in those states, Ochomole, is raising emotion in the parliament. Who else? Okay, let leave the candidate that is fighting for the governor seat now. Let's look into the rights. Okay, Okpebholo that cannot speak. Okay, what about the device? Where is the device? I cannot see anything that the device is doing. I cannot see the relating that the device is going. Even though the reason why the device is there is for him to stand with the governor candidate, but there's no backup. The device. The candidate, both of them, they are all zero. They are just there for their stomach infrastructure. You look at what they say. They say that the errand of a leader putting somebody in the government have already passed, and they will go into their closet to be go and be whipping. Say that each of you to come without the leader. We people should take care. We people should take. If that man be our governor in that state, it should be a failure. That means illiterate, pusher, that they will attend commerces. They can also rule us.
Mr.
Both of us in the we have the opportunity to be here. Some of them, they are speaking or in the way that most people, they just have a lucky. Okay, those people that is supporting them, tell them to go and live in that seat. To go and live in that country as a whole, or the challenge when they are coming down for diaspora, the challenging that they see in the airport. Apart from the Abuja airport, that there is no disturbance. Go to the to Lagos airport. There is a lot of things when you are starting to your country problem. A lot of things. The national canal offices.
Mr. Osas, thank you, Mr. Osas. You have passed your time. You have exceeded your time. Thank you very much. I like you.
I just want to let us to understand. Let us know what we are doing.
Yeah, thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much for calling and giving us your concern and your submission. Yes, we have been deliberating on only two topics of the day, and that is because we're talking about, I've always spoken about two candidates. And I wonder why we are always discussing about the APC and the PDP. And sometimes we brush a little about the Labour Party candidate. There are 17 of them. There was, I didn't attend yesterday or the day before. There was an internet, Twitter interview with the ABGA. Is it ABGA? Mr. Osa, are you there? Okay, Mr. Tukpo, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, was it ABGA? The guy that did the Twitter, that had the Twitter home call?
Yeah.
Yes, was it ABGA, right?
Yeah.
And how come we nobody has said anything? Nobody says anything about him. Why? We're always hitting on them. Elsewhere, we as a people, we are indirectly sidelining others.
No, but I mentioned him now.
No, because I mentioned other candidates as well. There were other candidates. There's this Paul Omoha, there's Patience Key, there's Pastor. I mentioned others too.
There's Derek.
Yeah, but why is the talk about these people? Some of these people.
The reason, let me tell you why. I think this is the reason for me. I've listened to Dr. Isaiah Osifo. I've listened to PNK. I've listened to PNK came here. I've listened to Asue Ighodalo. I've listened to Olumide Akpata. I've also listened to Senator Monday. So that's about 5 of them that I've listened to. That's why I said in my submission that out of these 5 candidates that I've listened to, I know where they rank. Yeah. So
I'm just saying. Yes, you have listened to them. We have listened to them. I didn't listen to the app guy because I actually asked if it would have been easier for me. It was a Zoom link that was used to communicate with others. They said it was a Twitter handle and all that. But even at that, every day we come here, every time we come here, we talk about 2 candidates before we go into other topics.
Mr. Moderator.
Yes, my brother.
It is not difficult for us to talk about 2 candidates. Probably because we do not want to waste our time. So we decided to add a 3rd candidate. Yeah, these candidates are good. I listened to Isaiah Osifo. I've known him for a very long time. I've studied his politics and his ideology as well. But at the end of the day, we know that that political party doesn't have a foothold in Edo. So we just talking about him is just trying to compare him with other candidates. But whether we win election, I doubt. But so the people who are talking are interested in the candidates who are actually the front runners.
I don't believe talking about any candidate can be a waste of time, because that was how Neda swept the Edo Central.
If anybody is going
Engineer Yahweh took the lead in the House of Reps in Oredo. These people were undermined. They were undermined. They were actually undermined. That today they are there at the end of affairs.
Nevertheless, the onus falls on your table to ask the question, because
but sorry to
there's something.
There's a caller. Sorry, there's a caller. He has been waiting for 3 minutes. I want to just let him. Then Mr. Tupo, you are next, please. Mr. Tupo, write it down. Let's take the caller. Caller, please tell us where you are calling from. Tell us your name. You have 3 minutes. Caller, are you there?
It's Williams. It's William Abula. I just switched off.
William, you're in the studio. You have gone to take
Since I don't want people to talk now, we'll go the phone. We'll call from outside.
Wait, I just wanted to give you very bad information for everybody, which I feel is necessary. Maybe you guys have heard it before. Are you aware now there is a health insurance in Edo State that you can use both for private and government hospitals? It's less than 3,000. You can tell your family, anybody can enroll for it. It's less than 3,000 naira per month. You can use it both in private and government hospitals. So, and if you use it in any private hospital, maybe your bill is 1 million, you're going to pay about 2,500 naira. So that is the information I just wanted to give out.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams.
You can send anybody to go to the secretariat to register. It's less than 3,000 naira per month.
Can people in diaspora register? What?
I don't know, but as long if you are in register.
Okay, who is under? Okay, who is powering this? Is it Ministry of Health or Commissioner of Health? Is it a private? Okay, Ministry of Health.
It's under government. Most government workers are all in because automatically they take the money out of their salary per month. But other individuals, all those can enroll for it. It's less than 3,000 naira per month. So it's health insurance. So when they ask him about whatever about health, he will talk about health insurance. But I just give you information to everybody who maybe who have had it before.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Please, please,
have a nice discussion. Enjoy yourself. Take care.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry to digress, but this is very important news. I'm going to do a research on it immediately, and I'm going to, before we get there, before the end of the day, I'll find the name and I'll bring it out. It's very important. Health insurance, 3,000 a month, that's 36,000 a year, which falls under $15. I'm just using the American, which is less than £10. You can do it for family members. It is very important. Health, you can even do premium.
Yeah, but that has been there for a while. Since I think
yes, but the awareness, that is it. It's only if they had caught ribbon to say it on TV, we would have known.
Yeah, but
a lot of people, you have told me about it. Dr. Rokamego. Yes, I know I heard about it, but now we're in a platform where people listen to us. So I'll do the findings, proper findings, and we'll share it so that we can know. For people in diaspora, it is only proper through they ask. And that's why I asked him, can people abroad register? Because if you compare it with our dental insurance, home and abroad.
Moderator, there's no need for you to stress on things that are irrelevant. NHIS has been in Edo State for very long. You get hold on. Yes, you cannot tell me that the government has an insurance scheme that is different from the ministry. Sometimes we should not just. Okay, somebody just came and just told, okay, let me just see my honor. As Monday Okpebholo was part of a team that when Obasanjo came in 1999, they set up the team and he was part of the team that made sure that Abuja had the master plan. Are you aware?
Tell us, man. You're the only person aware.
I just told you now.
Go ahead, man. What concern me with Abuja master plan? Go ahead, say it. Tell us something you don't know. Tell us, man. To clap. Let's clap.
Calm down.
Oh, yeah, I'm clapping. Yeah, okay, yeah. Really, Abuja.
But the same people will tell you that everything I said about the
no.
Hold on.
That's why you have been told just now. You are
wait.
Keep doing it.
Tupo. What does
your Abuja plan do? What about health insurance?
Tupo is trying to wait. Tupo is trying to say Okpebholo was a part of Abuja this thing. You cannot confirm it, meaning that somebody can just come in and say anything and we should not run with it.
One guy just came and said that he was part of electricity.
He's not saying he was that.
I don't know what are you talking about?
No, Tukpe is just being.
No. Not talking about Tukpe is talking about. I'm articulating enough to understand what Tukpe is saying. And what Tukpe interjected me when I was talking about health insurance. If it's only why if you know what I'm talking about when it comes to health insurance, you will know the reason why I'm expatiating on that.
There's no need to.
Why? Why there's no need to?
There's no need to. Because National Insurance Health Scheme has been health insurance scheme has been in Nigeria, and it's 4,600 naira. Is it yearly safe? And the treatment you can get is only for malaria. So when the speaker came and said 1 million, you see what we should not do, even while we are trying to deceive ourselves. We are too educated. We should not let them load things into our head that doesn't.
You sound like you're angry. You sound like you're angry.
Can we focus on the issues, please? We are debating.
Because I don't understand. I don't understand. They are talking about health insurance.
I'm telling you something.
Okay, health insurance. Okay, tell us what about that. Okay, explain to us. Because you people here, when you talk about health care, you talk about zoo and zoo.
Because there's an election coming up, people who are just saying everything just seems so one kind. There are some things that are working in Nigeria that, okay, we saw when the NHS boss was accused that time for fraud. NHS is national thing. You cannot have state and federal. You understand? So you cannot say, except maybe the person has said there's a private company giving out health insurance that they cover. But as it comes to states, as it comes to government, it's the National Health Insurance Scheme that is tied to every civil servant, both federal and state. So these are normal things. What I'm saying is this: while we are trying to educate ourselves here, we should not go and use politics to squeeze our brains. Please. We know because people keep stressing we are educated. Sometimes we are really educated. So don't throw hook, line, and sinkers. You understand?
Tubo, can I ask a question,
important.
Please?
Yes, go ahead.
Tubo, can I ask a question? Is this IHS the same as Edo State HIS?
My brother, I don't know what. Maybe there's an Edo State HIS.
That's what the man is talking about. That there's Edo State HIS, Edo State Health Insurance.
It's EDHIC, Edo State Gov.ng. Enroll now. You talk about Okpebholo,
my brother.
They talk politics. I don't know. They use voice. They use the strong state to the talk.
I don't state this thing.
They talk of Okpebholo do Abuja. What concern us?
Now the country when
they talk. In a defender, vote.
He's not defending here. They're not defending anything.
Not educated for somebody to just come and tell you in 1999.
I think Google is simple Google. It's simple Google. You are the
my host, sorry, hold on.
It's becoming very rowdy.
Sorry, yes, Vuvu get things to say. Don't come. Network will drop on back and front. Tupo, please hold on.
Relax.
Hold on, beg.
You cannot just sit here and let everybody just come and be lying and defaming character.
But there's a website. They have posted a link. Now. I think we will do our feasibility study. I think I will do a feasibility study on it, and I will bring it. But when you come, when you come with anger. I beg God, sit down. You're talking about propaganda.
Mr. Kuko, please hold on.
Mr. Tony, please talk to the moderator.
I will talk to him.
It's okay with it. Sometimes you should ask, how did you get this information? Where are you from?
I don't need to ask. I do my research. I do my research. I'm not one of the people. I'm not one of the people that will go to a crowd and when they talk something, I will begin to clap. You know me better.
I'm beginning to suspect you now because
you suspect. You want to talk a suspect? People, please. You still come and like the last time you told us you didn't watch the video. You watched the video. But the video said
what I cannot defend.
No. You're not credible enough.
My host, I beg. Tupo, I beg. Please listen. And with Zilla network not good. Wait now, please. Tupo, hold on. Tupo, please.
Nobody's hiding.
It's obvious.
Hold on. I don't put my host. Hold on. My host, I beg.
I am a card carrying. I'm a card carrying member of a political party. But I don't see shit and call it rice. I don't do that. That's why I'm different. It's people.
Mr. Tony, my concerns is this. Instead of
your concerns,
educated and fact-check information, everybody just come here.
Fact check.
Okay.
It is not a program for. It's not a program for war. People come here, they say what they say. I tell them, fact check.
Please, you guys should.
When you come and say first time.
The matter don't they? Why be saying only when they talk about talk another thing? Now they be propaganda. When they talk things about good about Okpebholo, they don't call it propaganda.
I don't take. I'm for nobody and nobody is for me. I'm for nobody and nobody is for me.
The emotions, leave the emotions for one side. We could talk there.
Please, I'm begging everybody. So you can see I'm begging. If I start dropping people now, they'll say I'm being harsh. See, we are adults now, more comport ourselves. But Rizula and really they have been waiting since. And Rizula network not really good. He come back, don't bring him in more than 6 times. And he don't write a conversation, say he get things to talk about. I beg, please give Rizula the space to talk. After Rizula, really they go speak.
Mr. Tony, just 1 minute.
People, please, no. Hold on, I beg. Hold on. 1 minute to go. Continue. I beg. Just beg. Sorry, I don't need to cut you down. Rizula, I beg. Go ahead. We'll give 4 minutes, then over the day 4 minutes. Vizula, when you talk louder.
Can you hear me?
Vizula, speak louder. Speak louder.
Speak up to your mic.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now. Speak close to your. Go move to your mic and speak so we can hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm driving. That's why. Anyways, I was about. I want to make a comment about the level of the candidates, so to say, all the candidates. I listened to Dr. Sifu, I think that's his name, the guy from Abga, and I was very impressed. And why so? He might not have a chance. He might not have a chance because of his party or whatever. But at least the caliber of candidates from all the parties so far has been impressive. That is why people are raising eyebrows concerning the APC candidates, because nobody has really heard from him. But if it goes either we say PDP, ABGA, LP, for me, in my opinion right now, I think at this stage there is a chance, because it's the quality and the caliber of people running for this office that will determine how government is going to be in another 4 to 8 years. And it's, I don't want to use, let me say, lack of better word. It's a shame that I really want to hear from Senator Monday from APC. I really want to hear from him. Because people say he's a successful businessman. I think anybody that's been able to be successful in business over the years and politics, he must have something up there. I don't think, they say, oh, this person pushed him, that person pushed him, or whatever it is. Some people are quiet, some people are not the type to do public speaking. I get that. But at least in an environment where he's comfortable, he should be able to say something. Okay, these are my plans. Few videos I've watched about him, I'm not impressed. Talking about energy, how you solve it, saying Tinubu and all of that, and the other video concerning museum and zoo and what have you. But hearing the guy from Abga yesterday, honestly, I was sold. Let me just put it that I was sold. The guy spoke well. He has the depth of his knowledge about government is very deep, and he spoke about so many things. And there's something he said. He said, "Judge me by what I have done." And the guy made some good points about how he was a local government. I think he was a local government chairman at some point, and what have you. And so far so good. If I know there are 3 major parties, which is the PDP, Labour Party, and APC for now, but I think the competition is good when all the candidates are on top of their game and have something to say, I think, to offer. So that's why, please, if you guys can get anybody from the APC to talk to the good senator or somebody in his team, I don't want to hear from somebody in his team. Let's kind of let it be something that we can actually say, okay, because honestly, the few videos I've watched, I don't even know what the man sounds like. Him or his deputy, I don't know what they sound like. So I think I will leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What do you mean you don't know what they sound like? Have you not seen the videos that are going on? No, I mean, you have seen their videos now. You've seen the videos. The ones you watched that you used to compare. How did they sound?
Now, when I've heard the other candidates speak on live platforms, it's different from when you see a video that was recorded by a phone or a cameraman or what.
AI technology does a lot of crazy stuff these days.
It can be edited or whatever. So we would like to hear when you come on platforms like this, interactive platform where the man is talking, you can hear the passion in his voice depending on the question he's answering or what he's asked or whatever it is. So that is why I say I don't really know what it's. I mean, you can hear because you've heard our leaders speak so much in different platforms. If you are not even seeing a picture, if Obasanjo is talking and you are hearing him on radio, you will know that's Obasanjo speaking. If Jonathan, you will kind of, okay, that sounds like, but if I hear this man on radio and they don't call his name, there's no way I'm going to know that he's the one speaking. No way. So I hope, I know there are some APC people on this platform. Try and talk to your principal and say, okay.
We have somebody's hands up. Yes, although he said he knows my stand. Mr. Tupo, you have your hands up. Come again. Come and tell us what you want to, the information you want to say this time.
Oviedede has the floor after.
Oviedede, sorry. Oviedede, are you there? Oviedede.
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, so we'll keep you waiting since now your turn be this, I beg. Give us your take.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Great everybody. Now I go by paging English. My whole submission is may I start from the headline that you posted on the show. You understand? Before I will touch some other things. Maybe I will not spend 4 minutes. But first of all, everybody are talking about the incoherence of Senator Okpebholo is not doing this now. For me, I just believe that the way this election be now, make everybody just focus. Look all the candidates. The one way be say your mind, you know, say yeah, this one get the competence and this one get the character to lead. Just vote or mobilize anything you want to do for them. If we continue this argument of they do this one, there is no way APC will always agree. They must find even waiting we just see with our eye like this, they must find a way to defend it. Because right from when me know say, because when he become a senator, I know say now protest vote, nothing with a senatorial central. But I just believe that maybe he gets something to offer. Okay, let me contest for government. But the moment where I know the problem one thing is the first time when he go to Asue Rock, where they go settle their matter between this him and his deputy. When they come at the interview, they ask him, what do you get? What do you don't do? When you say say if you stand when you take campaign to win this governorship. He say yes. He say what you don't do for grant. He say even the governor never do one for 8 years. He not mention anything. He will say this and this. I do this one. Okay, the same person will say what you don't do for grant. The governor never do one for 8 years. The same person still stand for the same Asue Rock. See the talk. Say he go meet Mr. President at the Ministry of Work. Say, sir, we don't have anything to campaign. The same person will say what you don't do, the government never for you. The same you see the talk say they did not get anything we want to campaign. So you see, where the other time they ask him, he say since 1999, where APC have never won South Central. When he reach he changed the narration. Okay, me and you know say 1999 APC never come. Then there was nothing like APC. So more leave, but there are many things. We say more begin to talk. They must find a way where they want to defend them. You know, see the other one way saying this one on the show when I watched that. I know watch them after replay that minute now. I watch them live. Because that Tunde where they say make it, because all as the show one start, they say anybody no record. Now people begin asking why. When I say no record, they say because the opposition they find waiting fourth way there, so they are trying to control the media. Now they say okay, they get their own person where they play on. So, unfortunately for them, that person don't already hear about Okpebholo. They say no problem. He go record now. Immediately as you finish the record, send them enter internet. So as me and you talk about the guy get problem with it. Before they come finally delete him, it take them days for them to talk to that guy, because that if you go watch that YouTube, that Tunde page 98 post on. You understand? So what they try to talk, we say, we'll just leave all those any candidate where you know see your mind carry. Wait, if now Asue Ighodalo take competent way you don't see here and talk, you know it's CV. Vote for her. More leave all those arguments because APC must find way. Because Okpebholo na candidate of APC leaders, while Asue Ighodalo na the candidate of Edo State. So that's for that. Then when the concerning the killing and other things where you write, where they happen for Edo State right now. So I believe say today now, Obaseki don't formally replant the activities of Okpebholo, because after CDA, the conscience to Okpebholo. Now that one people see the pump all this court killing and all these things. So you don't formally ban them today. Don't pass into law in the Edo State House of Assembly, and don't say a stand movement. We will monitor all the court activities in Edo State. You understand, to reduce because we just cancel at once, but to reduce the tension. So I'm very happy for that. Just let me give that information. Maybe as they never
Yeah. So you mean saying now Okpebholo activity they cause activities for Benin?
It's part of my Edo State now for corner. In fact, I was a community leader.
Hold on.
You understand? So I know everything about community. Now waiting is part of 80% of it.
Okay, hold on. So now, according to what cause problems, some with the media they by themselves now, where some people just you see they do burial, somebody remember finish, they decide to go to the opposition, go buy for nothing. That one Okpebholo too.
Make I tell you, may I use the 30 seconds to give you one example. You know what happened? Somebody, I don't want to mention a very popular guy for Opa. This one I first people say you don't run things. Run things, when I say run things, you know what I mean. He can't travel, go Europe. After 8 years, he come back. What he make him come back? They want to do Papa burial. You didn't know that same burial, they do that burial. Waiting to happen past 8 years. Now that burial, they go buy him. Waiting happen because of say the person, the thing where they don't forgive and put so, because of say a brother and person, they fight for community chairman. If they support the other person, because say a brother now another kofra, if they support that one, you understand? At the end of the day now, inside the issue, police can't call the community, shooting or bullet can't go meet down contact. Not be saying I even the guy or maybe called now police bullet na meet down before he travel. We can't come back and go kill him for inside burial. So you see, say now that same community issue will happen. Now be the thing, the girls will see get for man, even if na 20 years they come, if the shit for ground, they will come back. So I understand some things at least, even if I don't understand all, when you talk of 80% of activities of all street matter for Edo State, I think there's some countries where I don't fit talk. You understand? But I just give you small light for the issue.
Thank you for the enlightenment. Okay, sorry, I read the story who keep you waiting since. We cannot verse because it's today not topic and hot topic, but I would like bring something with the private chat for the private chat where would you see here. I'd like bring come here. Mr. Tukbo, are you there? Mr. Tukbo? Mr. Tukbo, you there?
Yeah.
So are you not accusing Vuvu of Issa agenda? Do you have proof to that? Is not Vuvu not routing or yearning for the best governor for Edo State? Don't you see that way? Why must you not think his explanation is sitting towards Issa agenda? Though we know Mr. Ebakota, aka Ojano said will vote anybody that come from South Edo district, but it's okay. That's his opinion, and that is his choice because he just needs somebody to come from there. But that of Vuvu is different. He is learning from the best. Don't you see it like that?
No. I don't have a problem. I don't think he's actually doing his agenda. The only thing is that I said he is from there, and that he said he has not heard from the person. But I remember Odiano actually said that Okpebholo communicated with his people in their dialect, and they were all celebrating or clapping for him. So I now urge Mr. Vuvuzela, who is from there,
Odiano said you have been called, though.
To go and listen to the.
I did not say that.
Tony said he spoke to his people during
not pull what for about. I didn't say that, please.
and the people were marveled.
Hey,
These words. He said the people were marveled.
in the process of trying to say things, you will just be saying anything. You forget. Hold on. In the process of trying to defend, you will be saying everything. Then when somebody fact check you or try to, because we don't forget, we remember everything everybody said here, so we hold you accountable for what you say. So at the end of the day, when we say it, you start doing as if you didn't see that.
No, I can tell you what I said now. I can tell you what I said.
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
I can tell you what I said.
It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. If you say it, let it pass. We don't have time.
No. You cannot accuse me. This is the problem. You are accusing me of something and telling me to let it pass. I should let it pass. You are accusing me of something. You have your perception. I said he probably. When we're talking of a senator, I said he must have spoken with his people. We're talking of general. Edo State is not Ishan. That was the topic as at that time. You can be able to communicate with your people. You can be able to communicate with people does not mean you can be able to communicate with the other people because we have different languages. So don't say I never said he was applauded. Where?
Sorry. Farrell, your network is not your device is not connected. You feel mute your camera, unmute them again, or mute and unmute again. Thing will connect. If you hear us, because your network not connect, your device not connect. We're not bringing to this studio. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Jonas, you hear the parable that guy Osas make your snide. Say just last week the test brokers. Why are you testing our brokers right now with such statement on the studio, Mr. Ibakota?
No, I beg. Don't you record it? If you record if you make, you can pay it back, and you hear the statement. As at that time, there was a discussion as at that time, and we were making our submission. Then you cannot say I said something I did not say. I made reference to that statement, but I did not say the words that Clint just said. You cannot say I said something when I did not say.
Odiano, let me just clear something. Let me just clear it, please. Now, when you were making your submission, it's not supposed to be an issue. I heard you say that Mr. Okpebholo addressed his people last week.
No, you are wrong. You must have heard somebody else.
It was Tony that said last week when they were.
I did not say that. You heard somebody else. I know what I said.
Okay.
It was Tony that said it. That
I know what I said.
Language, and they were happy and they applauded him.
Yes, I know what I said. So I was even trying to counter him.
Listen, thank you, moderator. I just wanted to bring that out. That some people said he's.
So not come and input.
Hold on. Now there's something I want to clear, moderator. That's why I've been raising my hand. Not even all these. Yes. There's something I want to clear, and that is what we must understand. We are talking about the government of Edo State. Do you understand? And I'm trying to clear this. I was trying to clear it before my network went out. Edo's governor does not require him to travel out of Nigeria for any reason. We should not get carried away with the way we think, you are going to. It is not the duty of the governor to go and bring investors from China. The state has its own natural resources and its citizens. The citizens can develop their resources. We have a whole lot of people in diaspora who can actually harness the wealth of our state. It is in the hands of the federal government to make policies that will allow for international investors to come in. What the state government is to do is to guarantee enabling environment, welfare, and security of its people. The money invested, if you want to look at the big wage bill of Nigerian governors now, when they're saying cutting cost of governance, if you go and look at it, the monies that these are governors and leaders used to travel abroad every weekend is in billions. So let nobody come here and say that we need a governor who can go and be speaking in New York. They have never seen a New York governor in Edo State. The Canada boy that was saying it, he has never seen Doug Ford in Nigeria. Doug Ford will not leave Ontario and say he's going to Nigeria. Never. His people will ask him why. Trudeau can do all that, not the governor. The governor is to stay in the state. So whatever the governor speaks to communicate with his people doesn't matter. The governor is not for show. It's not to go and address international community. It's not to go and visit Germany. No, he is to guarantee the security of the people in Afusi, in Ibanke, in
Just imagine. Just imagine.
Ubiaja. So let us. Why I'm saying all this is that when people try to come and change the narrative of how government is supposed to function for its people, it becomes a problem.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Asue Ighodalo is not qualified to run for governor. What we determine if they had the right words towards the people is the general election. It's not what we say. If on that day the vote favors Asue, good, that means he had the right to say to the people. If he favors Okpebholo, it means the people understood what he was saying. That is it. So let us not come here and start doing character assassination.
Mr. Tupo, you know, I always
it means that we are proper to run. That is it.
Mr. Tupo, you know, I always have questions. My own case, well, my questions might come and they will say they are biased, but I can be biased. I'm a human being, and I have a right to pick.
Yeah, you have a right to.
I have a right to choose. That's it. The governor, you have rightly said, you have given us a clear statement about what the governor should and should not do. It's not a must. A governor can be an alumni in a school in a foreign land, and he goes there for lecture. He goes there to talk about his state if he has free time and have things in place. But the enabling environment is key, paramount, because anytime they are interviewing them, what will you do for Edo State? What will you do for Edo State? Not who will you go and bring, which musician or which governor of another state are you going to bring. But again, the issue of going to campaign outside the country, that is another thing you should be condemning as well, because you don't see a governor of Canada going to Nigeria to talk to the Nigerian Canadians that he is wanting to go to and what he will do for Ontario or what he will do for Mississauga. Yeah, like that. So if you want to talk about the right hand, you talk about the left hand as well. That is my own
Mr. Junior,
yes.
Can I say this?
I want you to come hard on me. Yes.
You condemned this thing some 2 weeks ago when Okpebholo went there. And I will tell you that I tried to play the card of, yes, he probably might be needing the funds, which he doesn't have because he's not a sitting governor. But like I will always support you, I don't believe that we need to go and campaign to people outside to come for us to develop our state. Now, there's something we must also understand. That is why I always talk about hypocrisy. You cannot tell me that everything Asue did from number 1 to number 10 is what I like. Or everything that Okpebholo does from number 1 to number 10 is what I like. There are some certain things that I will like about Asue. There are some certain things Obaseki has done, like the 70K minimum wage increment. I support him, I appreciate him. It's not easy. So we must balance these arguments. These people are citizens of Edo, they are not aliens. You understand? They want to govern us. Nobody has 100% knowledge of what is going on. If they do, Nigeria will not be outside the country. You understand? Because these people have been there for 20-something years. Nothing has changed. But our outside the country shouting. You understand? Our mindset outside is always going to be different from the people living there. But what is important is that the government understands what the people want. You understand? So I will not tell you now that everything Asue is doing is correct. Neither will everything Okpebholo is doing is correct. That's why we change. We have 4 years to change government every time, because not all. But in this case, I believe that having looked at the system for some time, there's need for the people to communicate with themselves. There's so much division, there's so much killing. Somebody mentioned 150 people have died in Edo State to cut clashes. I don't understand how that happened. Now the government had to come up with a marching order that Okageles are banned. Well, why did he take that long? But definitely it's something he has done and it's the right direction. You understand? So, but what happened? It was a disconnection between the people and government. You understand? So there's need for us to get a government that is close to the people. We don't need the one that goes to Germany or China. No, we want the one that stays in the door fighting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Spend our money in our state. It's not a
yes.
crime.
Before we don't have so much time again. We have just 16 minutes left, but we have like 3 or 4 more to speak about briefly. The next topic here is the NLC strike. there's a problem in we're not even talking about Edo now. We're talking about the general Federal Republic of Nigeria. There's an LLC strike that is going on. We don't know. I think the meetings are still being held. And the most intriguing part of that is that the national grid has been turned off. So people that have cooked for the week might start bringing out the things they have in their refrigerator. Cold water to drink. The heat has increased. Mosquitoes will get fatter this period. Insecurity might be at its peak because power or electricity is a major force in security when it comes to security. Now it's going to be generator noise, pollution, and all that. That is something, I don't know if I should say we should go into prayers, and it's in the whole of the country. Say the national grid, which means Nigeria is in total darkness. I'm just saying what I saw on news. I don't know how to deliberate on it, because in this matter, it goes back to
my host. I would say, how does it affect? How will this affect? And not does. How will this affect the campaign? Edo State, because Edo State
it's not about. Edo State is not the only thing about Nigeria.
No, but Edo State is the closest election, the obstacle election that's on ground right now.
It doesn't affect any, because the Labour is not fighting the government. Edo State government is fighting the federal government.
Junior, I think it will affect the
election.
An effect. Yeah, because
why though? So they will not now vote for APC. So what? So what concerns the APC candidate that the president is
because the APC candidate? Hold on. The APC candidates keep referring to Tinubu as his father. That anything is going to meet Tinubu.
No, when Obaseki was former APC. Why did he not build a long?
No, I'm saying that. No, Junior, hold on. What I'm saying is this.
Okay.
The APC candidate keeps referring to Tinubu as his father. That anything he will go to Tinubu. If you ask him about road, I've gone to Tinubu. I told him I need something to campaign with, and then if the road thing started, I think they gave him 150 billion, 120 billion. He said it with his mouth. And then the other time, he said, I'll go to meet Tinubu. He's my father, and all of that. So, obviously, if the center cannot hold, it means the state won't hold.
So, are we going to put the sins of the father on the children?
No one is putting the sins. What I'm saying is,
why is it going? It is not supposed to affect him.
No, if Tinubu is his backbone, if Tinubu is what he relies on, and Tinubu is even unable to hold his own, then what does that tell us?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please. Can I ask?
If Obaseki was still in APC and Asue had become the APC candidate, would you put that on him?
If Obaseki and say that again, let me get.
Would you put that on Asue as an APC if Obaseki did not decamp and Asue did not move with Obaseki and Asue had become the APC current candidate?
Yes.
Would you put the sins of Fedra on him as a candidate
Let me answer that. I will put the sins on him if he relies on the center. So if you hear me correctly, I said that he keeps referring to the center. He keeps referring to Tinubu. So he's not sure of what he is going to do without the center. If Obaseki remained in APC and Asue came out from APC, and Asue is always referring to the center, to Tinubu, I would say the same thing. Because it clearly shows that without the center, you can't undo anything. You can't do anything. And the center is failing. I would do the same thing. Or rather, I would say the same thing. So I think we need people who will start thinking for themselves what they can do and not what the center can do for them. You are going to govern Edo State. It's not Tinubu that is coming to govern for you. So start thinking of what you would do to make Edo better.
But if you have the might, if you have the powers, or you have the
exactly, that's what I'm saying. But we've seen that the might
the
is
level to affiliate.
The Tinubu wants to restructure the country. That's his aim, to restructure the country. So governor, where they think of center.
So do you guys now think? Do you guys think this strike might affect certain political parties or in elections? Is that it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it should be. I don't think.
I don't think so. It has no effect.
If the opposition can spin it well, it should. If I'm
opposition might come with a cheap talk, but I don't think it should be. It should affect. No, it shouldn't affect.
It's a state election and it's a national problem.
That's a national problem, and what an individual can do in his
caused by a political party, and then the candidate of that party is relying on the center. That is the connection there.
Yes, I understand your underline.
Everything is a point. Everything is a political point.
That's like I said, when it comes to politics,
how relevant the point is
to meet the strings. So, that is that on the NLC strike and the grid off. A lot of people, please reach out to your family members at home and keep abreast with the goings or the happenings in Nigeria or Edo and across Nigeria. Then there are some things I want to clarify on record. There are over 522 native languages spoken in Nigeria. I saw that 522 native languages spoken in Nigeria. That's some diverse countries. And there are 109 senators in Nigeria. Not all 109 senators have passed a bill or moved a motion. So please, it is only unfair to always hit on Senator Okpebholo, who is a first-time senator, of passing a bill or however it is called. The Labour Party senator is also a first-timer. Nobody says things like that about him. The Labour Party senator.
Junior, can I say something?
That's why we are here. Yes, sir.
Yes. If this is his first time, then I think, in my own opinion, he should have learned the ropes. Stay in the Senate. Don't come out and start
make an impact. Make an impact there.
Make an impact there. Cut your teeth there before you come out. Now that you presented yourself, we're going to judge you by that.
And you'll be scrutinized. Yeah.
But you cannot tell a butcher how deep he can cut or how far he should go, or a hunter how far he should go in the jungle. He has tried the Senate.
Exactly.
He has won. So he should.
When the hunter gets into the forest, whatever he sees, he takes it. If he gets booby trapped, then it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, we understand this. But when I said it is unfair. It is unfair when people try to say he has not passed a bill or he has not. He just made.
No, but on that bill issue, No, Junior, hold on. On that bill issue, although he might not have passed a bill, but he has proposed a bill for the agricultural.
He has done that, right? Yeah, he did that. I tried to do a research on it, but I saw somebody say something about proposing a bill on agricultural.
Yes, he has done that. He has proposed that bill.
But
so we give him credit for what he has done.
Is it? So that's why I think it's unfair when people come out to, because where is the APC senator by the name of Neda Imaswe?
You mean the Labour?
Yes, the Edo South senator. Where is he? I don't even know what he looks like.
Well,
but I know
the man has come out to run for governorship.
No, when you come to run for governorship, you receive. Now I'm looking at his earnings. He receives 29 million or
You're
30
looking at his,
million.
you mean his winnings, not earnings. His
He's
winnings.
no one could. Yeah, he says that.
Those are winnings now.
So now the man that
They are winning. They are not
the
earning.
man was
These are
actually
not
the
earning.
party supporting the people that want to enact change in the country is receiving 30 million naira a month. No Nigerian under government should be receiving such an amount for any reason.
Even brace soldiers don't receive that.
Even you are a neurosurgeon or you are an aeronautic engineer, if you're a billionaire,
And the country is poor.
nobody in talking of giving this to 109 people without looking at standard of their education, standard of experience, or their walkthrough from primary to present state.
And they still get constituency. They still get their constituency allowances.
I cannot say because I am a citizen of Edo and I just have a primary skill certificate, then I'll start going to earn 30 million in a very in a situation where in a country where the hardship is beyond imagination.
That's what the Constitution says, my brother.
Unfair to humanity. It is unfair. It is not godly. It is. I don't know whoever orchestrated this breakdown.
It's the military. It's the decree. It's the 1999 Constitution.
No,
it's the Constitution.
Which military? This is not
fair.
It's
the Constitution.
And some people end this monthly.
It is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Of 260 or 350 million a year.
Yes, my brother. That's the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah.
Listen, I said it the other time. Our democracy is too expensive. This is too expensive.
It's too expensive. Too much.
Democracy is too expensive. Someone cannot
we're too uncivilized for such an expensive democracy.
Allowance for 1.2 million. When these days phones, everything is online, and they still put newspaper allowance here. Wardrobe allowance for 621,000. Furniture allowance is 7 million.
Even if they are models, or they won't be changing their wardrobe that much. Haba, it's too much. We need to review. I think there's need to review governance.
No, but who are the people in charge of
governance? Yeah.
These same people are in charge. These same people are in charge of review. It is impossible for anyone. You think a man that just won an election will go here and want to be?
But fact, my brothers, I think it's high time we try and shift our blame from always criticizing the government, the leader. I think we should scrutinize ourselves, the people, because these leaders that we are always shouting, we make these leaders, because there's no leader without followers. We make these leaders. So that means there's something wrong amongst the people that we keep having these leaders. Because we talk in an election, we're talking of rigging elections, okay, but it gets elections where they rig. Because if the people are for a certain person, it will be hard to rig the election. For example, okay, now we have senators. Our senators are not doing anything. But when these people come back, they are still our guests of honors. They are still our chairmen in occasions. We still exalt them. So I think we should start scrutinizing and sensitizing ourselves on how to handle these people, on how to repel these people.
Yes, this is where we all think when we are in a certain circle. When you try to scrutinize, when you try to preach, because this is preaching, some people will come to tell you, no, it's not like that. This man is a leader. Do you know how many people he has helped? He has done this. He's a good man. No, it doesn't have to. Okay, now let's use examples of what we have in Edo State. If you talk about the Labour Party man, they'll be like, yeah, he's good. He was Labour Party. He was NBA president at some point. He has achieved this. He has done this. But some people be like, he's too social. He's too everywhere. He likes to dance. He he's a snob. I saw him the other day. I greeted him, and he just greeted me and he walked away. Sentiments come into play. When you talk about the other the PDP candidate, there will be for and against. People will bring. So that is it. Everybody don't see a bottle from one perspective. This is what brings division amongst us. You will see some of us hating on some of us because of leaders that they don't even achieve anything from. That is what we are saying. Then when you see a governor that is trying to modify things or a politician that is trying to modify things, people will come and say he is not doing anything because of what they were told, one, or two, a person that did not achieve anything or get anything from these politicians is aggrieved. He goes back to create enmity or hate, and they spread it around. Because I don't see any reason why we can't just say, okay, this man is good, he's articulate, he's here, he has tried, let us try to build from here. That is it. Why can't we just all put their heads together and say, let's try to build from here? Good, we cannot have one party system in Nigeria or in the state. But even when they say, okay, he has done it, let's build with him. The way it is abroad, all of us that say abroad, when a political party wins, everybody still talk about it like it's our country, it's our state. But in Nigeria, some people say, I will not really sing the national anthem. He's not my president. He's not my governor. It's not like this. It's not like that. That's where they start building bridges or start building walls against themselves. So it's good. We are going to go. It's going to get a long way, especially now that things are worse. Because getting into power, you have to look for infrastructure, security, jobs, power, electricity, and you still have to now work on the individual. It's not just putting the infrastructure there. It's like a museum and the animals. If you build a museum, you have to start looking for how to keep the animals away from the museum.
What are you saying, moderator?
No, because that is it. You know how difficult that can be. I'm just trying to. It's a figure of speech as well.
I think the problem is we are not very patriotic in Nigeria. The reason I say that is we don't put Nigeria first. We put either our biases or our interests ahead of our country or our state. That is why you hear things like, nah, this person did government, they wait to consign me. Now this person they go, when I enter, I go be my own. Or
no, when you say interest, how many people really gain from? Okay, now that's a lot of people are saying Asue, or a lot of people online are saying Asue, or people picked Peter Obi. Was it for personal gains? It wasn't for personal gains.
Well, okay, let me say, when you talk about Peter Obi, now that Peter Obi didn't make it to become the president, what are his followers? What is he doing to make Nigeria better? You can't just say, because I didn't win the election, I'm going to just turn a blind eye, or I'm not going to do anything. That's where the patriotism I'm talking about. It has to be the country first. It has to be the state
okay, let me talk about Peter Obi. Peter Obi now is not in power. He has come to say things that he would have done different. That's the good part of Peter Obi. He said things that he would have done different, even if for some of us we didn't really believe because of the diversity. We have 500.
Before you go ahead, nowadays YouTube, look on subscribe, like and share. Thumbs up, not thumbs up, not thumbs up. That person say like thumbs up, then share. I'm gonna subscribe. I beg, I'm gonna subscribe. Our YouTube, Twitter, as we start soon, don't give us new followers, don't give us like 40 followers right now. I thank you now, but when I say follow us, we post and share and comment. Instagram, the same thing. I thank you guys. I'll give back to my host. I'm gonna subscribe for YouTube, thumbs up, and share. Thank you. My host, go ahead.
So when you talk about the patriotism, yes, in places some people will say, okay, we voted, we didn't win, but we are going to work with the government. The government is like this. We are going to, even if not working with the government, sometimes you can tell them, why not try this? Why not try that? Why not try this formation? Why not try this way forward or back like that? That is the inclusivity in government. It doesn't have to be, but people don't want to give their ideas without having a convoy or without having a portfolio the way it is. Everybody wants to have that free Prado. Everybody wants to have military men mounting their guards. Everybody wants to have this. But again, why should anybody want when you give your senators, you have 109 people that earn this money every month? In a country where these people like this earn money, problems should not occur.
Why?
Because these people, okay, see, to become a Nigerian senator, all you need is a primary 6 certificate.
Okay.
All you need from my 6 certificates. You don't write any test, you just do elections, you bring money, you do. That's why most times incumbents are always, although it changed a few hours ago or in the last elections, most times incumbent is always in forefront because a 360 million a year is 1.2 billion in 4 months plus excesses. When I mean excesses, they are excessive, extras. Because there are committees, they are here and there, there are allocations, there are palliatives, blah, blah, blah. It's all million coming in. So some of these senators can be there for 10 years, 12 years.
It's like a retirement home.
So you see governors coming in after security votes and all that, they pour in there. In a place like that.
I think the reason for that is because the perks are too much. It's so attractive that you want to remain there.
It should be attractive, but getting in, it's like getting into Harvard. These things should be people with certain level of standard before you go into it. It's like,
and that means they have to change the entire constitution when it comes to that.
It's like thinking, when I always tell people when I want to give
my host, sorry, we know the senators are collecting fat, juicy paycheck, but what about security vote they are giving governors that's not accounted for?
I'm not talking about
governors.
I'm not talking about governors first. Let's leave governors.
I know, but Obaseki collect 1.2 billion to like 700 million.
Senators do 16 years. Senators do 16 years. I'm not talking governors have big scrutiny. Yes, governors have their own case. So that's why everybody.
Yeah, but you see, with all these monies we're talking or in government, Nigeria is supposed to be a social state where we say people wey know they work, government go to pay them to their house.
These are the money.
Yes, and when we in the stage where we prioritize digitalization, fiber. When the people are hungry, no roads, no the farms, no security.
You know the best part of it all. Even Nigerian people don't even want money. They just want you to give them an enabling environment to do their business in peace.
That's it. For instance, the government they prioritize on secondary things. Meanwhile, the primary things are there.
He wants money. He wants you to give him that light, take away heavy taxes, and so he can rent an office, put 2 chairs, and cut hair for people every day. Same thing for the seamstress, same thing for the hairdresser and all. So
like in Edo State now, the Benin Auchi Express has been bad for donkey years. What stops the state government from creating a separate road? Last, you told the road.
Work on that old road at least. So easy.
Create a separate road to link the south and the north of your state. Last, you go toll the road. Anybody that wants to pass the road, we pay toll. It's simple.
Concession.
Yeah, I think he should have prioritized that. He should have done something about that.
They will complain. They will say
They
no.
just look at secondary matters. Because for me, I feel we they bite more than we can chew. We always compare ourselves to the West. We are not as advanced, as civilized as the West, and we should accept
Absolutely.
that. We should accept that. We should prioritize on look at our rural life. It's almost dead. We just concentrate on the urban, township. Meanwhile, the villages they are living like it's
It's not as
1970.
if guess what? It's not as if they're even doing a good job about on the urban side of
The
things.
urban
They're not even
development,
doing
oh,
a yeah, it's
they are
not
just
even a good job.
stealing
So
money, and
I think they need
we the people who are
It is
enabling them.
it is
yeah.
not stealing money or Jano say. They are sharing it. It is not a crime to them. They are sharing the money. There are two things you can steal. That is the crime. To share is an agreement. The Senate has agreed to share these funds like this regularly. We are talking about this. Do you know what ministers have and earnings? Do you know what governor has? Do you know what the presidency has? Do you know what local government chairman have? This is a one set. This is a list of just senators. What about the House of Reps? They have their own list too. If you put the money, that's why sometimes you hear the budget to say one magnanimous figure, and you realize health, security, health, and health is not one part of it. Health is not part of it. Not in the highest part of the budget. Health. So
For me, I feel we tend to want to give excuses because of hunger, stomach infrastructure. But if you look at the theory of bargaining, which is like is politics. Bargaining, I give you something, you give me something else. In the case of politics, that means I say even God will never punish the politicians. So no matter how much you pray, because they are smart, they come to you, they bargain with you, give me your vote, they give you rice and give you salt and give you money, 5,000 naira, and you give them your vote. And they
Yeah,
go
you
and
sold your conscience.
you expect they go with a clean conscience, you expect them to fix your road. Why would they fix your road when they've given you salt and 5,000 naira and a bag of rice for your vote? Why would
because
they give you electricity?
they actually collect those things, because if you don't collect, they will not fix the road. If you don't collect,
Then you are
they
not,
won't.
for you collecting those things, you don't have any justification to ask that person. You don't go for accountability because
Yes,
you have sold your birthright for a pot of porridge.
some people don't collect the monies. Some people don't collect don't fall for the
If
gift,
that's why I say
but still
when
they
majority
suffer.
of the people, when they are being rejected, and it is obvious, maybe there will be change. Because as it is now, the same we dey exalt the people where they enslave us. If you go any occasion now, look at the guest of honors, the chairman, their senator this, honorable that. But these are the same people that are stealing the money from the people. And these are the same people that have been exalted in society. So how do you expect them to act different?
I think there needs to be a reorientation on these matters, because the way we are going, we don't, we only come here to think like this. Outside of this place, I wonder if people really think. Yes, we may have our head on our bodies, but do we really use it to think? If we do, we won't be exalting these people. If we do,
Thank you.
we won't be
Osa,
celebrating them. Yeah.
Osa,
Done.
it's my state that concerns me. Since Obaseki has been in that position for 8 years, almost 8 years now, he has, with budget allowances and security vote, Obaseki has received almost 2.3 trillion naira in 8 years. And
Uh-huh.
we cannot account for our own state road, like you just said, to tow from Benin to Auchi is a very big business because every cars pass through Benin. Now,
Yeah.
hold on, let me land, please. Benin to Auchi, I don't think it's up to 100 kilometers. And to do 100 kilometers, a standard road is not up to like $300 million. At let's say Nigeria economy, $300 million. And this man received 2.3 trillion. Even if you have to add PPA, joint venture, or borrow money from bank, you would have done this road within 6 years and make within 3 years or 4 years, and we'll make a lot of money from that road. We'll be making a hell of money. That road will create jobs. All we can hear is he's doing more doing that, and we clap for all these governors. When we start cutting corners for these people because we have interest, this is the same thing we will see if our Kwame comes in, or Asue comes in, or the Dances Adeleke comes in. Nothing will
Well, that is
change.
why we have to change. That is why we have to wake up.
That's why we have to start calling them out to where it is in
Yes,
this
that's what.
platform.
Yes. Because sometimes,
We have to see the truth.
when somebody comes, like I was telling the commissioner the other time, I said, when they were rating the government, I said I rate the government 13%, and I stand by it. 13% because they've paid salaries, they've done, but the actual dividends of democracy, you have not given it to the people.
Please,
You have
salary is
not.
not an achievement. Please, let's not use that
No,
achievement.
that's why I say
Salary
that's why I
is
give
not
them
an achievement.
13%, because they at least they pay salaries, they do, because salary is not an achievement, but at least they do. They do religiously. Some states, okay, that's okay. But the actual, when you look at the insecurity in Edo State, you imagine the cult related activities happening now in Benin, and we have a government. It's and that government will now be saying, we achieve, and like I told the commissioner, any government that speaks of its achievement has done nothing, because you don't speak, your achievements are visible. It shows,
button to verify
the
you're
people
human.
see it. The people are supposed to feel it. The people are supposed to speak of your achievement, not you telling the people, well, we have done this. That means you have done nothing. Because for you to say it, then you have actually not just done surface theory. You have actually not practicalize what the achievement. That's why you have to say it.
Jonas, I agree with you. Just like they are bringing that man from Texas right now to walk around Benin to tell us the governor achievement. I've not seen what the guy is showing apart from federal roads and library. I thought I was going to see something different that we have not seen before.
No, I think we looked at the rubber plantation that the
It's
food
private. Soros
harvesting
is
from.
that is a
How is
private
it
this thing.
private?
No, sorry, not Robert. Sorry, mistake. That is government this thing. But we have not
So
seen.
the thing is,
So hold
so the
on. Let
thing
me
is,
land that. Hold on, but sorry. So let me land. We don't even know if it's private yet because the farm petition, that's a private one. The Rob, I don't know if it's a joint or you understand. No, this guy is good in joint. So I don't, because I know Michelin used to control that place. So, but I give it to him. The that one is ready. But so
Who are,
many
who,
they
who are
want
you
show.
giving it? Who are you giving it to?
The governor, that
Oh,
Robert this thing. Robert Research. I give it to him. But I don't know if it's joint duty now. I
wait,
don't know. But huh?
Iyamo, Robert
No,
said.
no, no. I think yeah,
Well,
but the one in no. Rumigbe Robert Research. Michelle used to control that place. So now the Texas man is walking around roads and library and Ogbe Stadium better insurance hall. Is that the achievement for 2.3 trillion you receive? Let's speak the truth now. Eh? Like you said, insecurity,
well,
you collect almost 1.2 billion, depends on the oil price in that month. The most is 1.2 billion, sometimes 700. You collect every month. And there has been buying in Benin. Today you are buying a Kareli. Sometimes you say misplaced priorities. What concerns Kareli and the court activities? You see, you start on
I
that
don't
problem up
know
again.
about that. On that one, I think we have to leave it for the security agencies. We don't know how they arrive at that. So it has to be some intel. For me, it's not everything I criticize. What I can verify, I just leave it. But we don't. Something must have led him to making that decision. So it may be intel that they got that this is where it's stemming from. So for me, I won't even go there. However, that said, if we look at, we're not even talking about governance across our country, Nigeria. We cannot isolate Edo State from Nigeria. They say where the water where it touch this thing, I they touch that thing. You know, if he stop the water from touching there, if he touch that thing. So that's what it be. You know, Nigeria needs to work for each individual state to work, or the state needs to work for the country to work. I don't know which one should come first. You know, it's a dilemma. I don't know which one should come first. Because if one state is working and out of 30-something states, how would that even contribute to the center? There's a whole lot that we need to start looking at. First of all, these senators and the House of Rep, I think that should be withdrawn, or localized. Let your senator remain in his or her own constituency.
Send everybody to their constituencies, to their people. If you want to be a senator, if you want to be paid this kind of salary, you must bring a credential or your resume that will.
Let's look at it. What is the work of a senator and the House of Rep?
Nothing. I just Abuja sharing money and saying,
but the fact is that for you to do anything about it, you have to change the system of government. You have to change the system of government.
I need the system of government that you can build on it. You can things evolve. Democracy has these things were created by men. And they can
but what we practice, we are a federal state. That is what we practice.
Mm-hmm.
And in a federal state, it's a process. It's a process, and that's for us. So that's why I am in support of this administration trying, because all what they are doing is pointing to the fact of restructuring, and I'm in support of it because
the Tinubu administration.
Yes, well, when you look at, for me, that's my personal opinion. From the inception of the Tinubu administration, I think all the steps he has been taking, the policies, his actions, is directed towards restructuring. But my opinion, and if he does that, that would be the best thing that will happen to that region. Because Nigeria as a country, it's our diversity. We used to say, we were taught that our diversity is our strength, but I think our diversity is our greatest problem.
Enemy.
It's our greatest problem.
Distraction. It brings distraction. A lot of distraction.
So we need to, because when you restructure, those days we used to have limestone in Ondo State. When you travel, you see all those quarries there. You get timber, Edo, you get rubber, you get we used to have those things. But as the oil boom come, pop, everything just went.
No, it's not really the oil boom. Those things still remain. But insecurity channeled a lot of them into.
Yeah, I think the oil boom did a lot. The oil boom did a lot, because the oil boom it gives you more money, less work. So the country just relax, and we, as corrupt as we are, we just start cashing out and kill the rest. Now, the North has as much natural resources as the South presently. If you look at the way the world don't civilize, the things they use for different equipment around the world, the North gets so many things on ground that they can sustain themselves without crude oil. So if they restructure the country, those potentials will come out. States will bring out what they can. Even this insurgency might stop.
Well, that is we just. I hope they understand us. I hope the walls of the day have ears, because or they have or the walls of the days have ears. I hope they are listening to what we are saying, because I know someone told me some time ago that the program here was being discussed in a gathering somewhere in Nigeria. And I was pleased because they commended us, commended everybody for their contribution. They said they enjoyed all the way we deliberated on issues back and forth. I hope they hear us, and I hope they can come to our rescue, because I don't think democracy can continue like this. Because if it continues like this for another 10 years, that means at some point, I don't think there'll be electricity in the country. People will just have to generate their own. Yeah. And you know why? You know what broke my imagination? These days, it's only in Nigeria that you find out that there are new innovations to have light without the national grid. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Now you see you see countries that have lights. They are making ACs that a small generator can power. Now you see they are having inverters that have inbuilt batteries.
Yes.
Create these things in countries that have light. These countries don't need them.
Yeah, Junior. Nigerians are self-sufficient. Nigerians, if our government do not 100% of government duties, if our government religiously do 50% of government duties, leave the rest for the citizens, they will turn the country into something else. Now, Nigerians, they will build an estate. The people of the estate, they will gather money, they will tar the estate. They don't wait for the government. They will provide security. They will provide light themselves.
Yeah, but I saw those private estates supposed to be in an ideal world, though.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that Nigerians, we ourselves, the people, they are self-sufficient. They just need a little push. Government just a little assistance, and the country go boom.
Yeah, I think the whole matter just based the waiting the thing based say now the general mentality it need to change, and the kind of people where we they put for power.
God.
You understand? Because if we really think if you want, if you they choose your leader, you get to first think of say this man, how he thought process be, waiting, how innovative the person be, how they fit take, how which kind government this person go fit assemble, which kind people this person would like to work with, waiting be zero tolerance for where this person there or this group of persons there. Because for I think the way the country be, the way Nigeria be, we don't need a little bit of politics, a little bit of this, I think with now the hard line, we get to draw hard line. When you say hard line before things fit change,
What do you mean? Okay, I don't want to go, but I don't want to the buttress, but hard line.
You know, when I say hard line, you know, for we Nigerians, there are three sets of leaders, where they in charge of our country. We have the political leaders, we have the religious leaders, and we have the traditional leaders. Those three leaders, you understand? Now they in charge of the country. Now they control the narrative or how whether the country go better or not. Not until you are ready to put these three leaders, not until you are ready to put them
on check.
On when we say check, 100% check, not be check half check. That's
better one
to draw hard line.
That is the hard line.
If
okay, that hard line will do those things. Hard line will come from our children. Don't worry.
Now to tell you, so at the end of the day,
the hard line will not come from us.
It's either we are ready,
people don't.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's either we are ready or we are not ready. All these ones we just talk now.
You are very correct.
Yes, all this one we just talk now. We just do palliative measure now. We do so palliative measure may not be like say the thing for finish. You understand? So if we really say we want really bring the whole roof down, build Nigeria again, hard. You see the way China do at that time. Say anybody say corruption like this, Now debt, they're not the no negotiation. Now so you get to bill. Not be here where you go talk, say this person who reach to be your papa. Why you go they ask and this kind of question? Why you go they talk like this? Why you go they talk
Why
like
you
that?
talk to her like that?
How Nigeria want it better?
That's where we come on thief.
We where they live abroad, we go see the talk say you cannot address this place like this. You cannot address when it be safe for this for your country where you live for abroad like this. People they tidy up politicians, they tidy up religious leaders, they tidy up traditional leaders for the country where you run, go hide for you run go that country for economic purpose. But meanwhile back home, you just make that they exonerate this one. You cannot talk to a man of God like that. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. So, my brother, at the end of the day, is either we are ready or we are not ready. So that's why at times you will see at times I know we just they talk, I will just relax. We are not ready. When we're ready, when the hunger wire us, we're not gonna know our papa.
No, hunger. They put us to test. Hunger no dey break us. No, they put us to test, not to be Nigerians. As long as we are not locked up. The only thing Nigerians fear is being locked up.
You get one time now. You get one time when they demonstrate for Spain. You know one demonstration for Spain when the king of Madrid or so when they do one event. When they do one event, where the people come, they ask, the people were demanding to know who paid for the security for that event. I don't know if you understand me. The people were demanding to know from which post they for pay for security for that event. If you never reach that level, Nigeria no go feel better.
It's just I like to use.
But basically, me, I've talked about it over years. I said when people don't ask, when you don't ask your government why this, you don't ask your traditional ruler why this, you don't ask your religious leader why this, we will continue to have the same results. You don't ask your teachers in school why this, because sometimes a teacher will be in a class, the teacher will tell us, you want to go and ease yourself, raise your hand. I saw this some days ago even. Somebody will say, raise your hand. Yes. Why? You ask the teacher, why is that when I want to pee? It's my pee and I feel pressed. Why do I still have to raise up my hand? The teacher might say, no, don't go to pee. Right? And you hold it, you'll be depressed or you'll be pressed. So if we don't ask questions why, we will continue to live the way we are. The reason why the places, the Stena climb, they call it, these other places, why they have, if a man says don't pass here, they'll say don't pass here because from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we are doing construction there. Don't pay here because like this. Don't litter, the fine is this. But in our country, they just say don't go there. They won't tell you why, or you don't ask. You just be like, they know they go there. If you reach there, they go. That's how it lingers. What do we say? Anyways, we have come to the end of today's program. It was heated up. It was interesting. We had different people from different places. Yes, we thank everybody for being a part of it. We thank everybody for coming to the studio, for sharing their time, their support, their suggestions, their opinions. We have done another one. This is the 29th edition. We started not long ago. We have done 29th edition. That is, we have tried, but we are going to be here. Whether it's like my co-host said, he said he's more interested in Edo and the elections. Yes, Edo is going to be here forever. We are going to come and leave it. Elections will come and go. But it is good we have started. The elections have propelled the program, but there is life after elections. There's life after events. Yes, and well, we are here to unite a house, and we are here for history making. We want to unite. We have a reason for this platform. This platform is to solidify the people, to unite the people. So that brings me to my proverb of the day. The proverb of the day says, when spiders unite, they can tie down a lion. When spiders unite, they can tie down a lion, which means when people come together, when people put heads together, regardless of their tribe, their sex, their size, their affiliations, their color, because now Edo State has there are issues in Edo State because of the mere color. I'm not disrespecting, I'm just saying it's color. Or your love for food, whether it is your love for the other sex. If we come together and say, yes, we are going to achieve a goal for a good front, which is we want our states to lead in every way, we will come together and we will solve the biggest problem. That is when that the proverb says, when spiders unite, they can tie down a lion. You see, we have talked about politics, we have talked about salaries, people earning much, we don't see development in Edo, we need this, we need that, this senator, this guy, and this one. Yes, all that needs to happen is also to have one voice. When the people begin to have one voice, no matter how big the government is, they will succumb to us. That is where the accountability starts. That is when the accountability kicks in. The last election almost brought that to the door front. Some people, the only problem now is that some people that benefited, some politicians that benefited from that action have not shown us they are different from others. That is what kills the motive, that's what kills the mission. Some people take advantage of good cause. But well, we cannot give up, we always continue. So we know we are not lions, we are not puppy lions, we are not the ends of affairs, we are not big politicians that can call the shots, but we can play the role of a united spider that can always tie down an elephant. We can hold the king of the jungle accountable of whatever happens in the jungle, and they will listen to us and make things done appropriately. Because we are not asking for us to be paid monthly for not doing anything. We are just asking for the basics. These things can be done. Let's have electricity, power. Let's have good roads. Let's have security. I know my co-host is saying yes, I want it all over Nigeria, because when you land in, people that live in diaspora, they don't land directly in Edo. At some point, you land in a different state before you go to Edo. Some people land in different states and they want to go to Edo by road. Some people land in different states, they fly to Edo. So we have to ensure that the other places where we get to before hitting our villages or our homes, we meet a lot of security. So we can conveniently move where we want, do our businesses, spend time with our loved ones in the places where we grew up. So that's my proverb for today. I hope you all had a good time coming to the show. I want to thank you, everybody in the studio, from Uyi, Ibeze, Odanose, my co-host, Tony, Epai Gariva, Uyi, John Bosco, Mr. Tukbo, Oviedede, William, and Chike. I think Chike or something was here, but he didn't say anything. All those people that came, thank you very much. To the new subscribers on Twitter, we say thank you for being with us, coming to the show. We say thank you. For the people on YouTube, Facebook, we thank you all for coming. The people that gave their call, Mr. Kizzy, Mr. Jonah from Germany, Mr. Chaco, Mr. Friday from Canada, Mr. Elijah from Austria, Mr. Osas from Italy. Thank you all for calling on the program. Thank you all for giving us a submission. And to our leaders, we say thank you for wanting to be the best leaders that you can, but we know you can do better. For the people out there in Nigeria, we hope for the best, and we have everybody at heart. We want the best for our state. We want the best for our country. We want the best for humanity. We say stay blessed, and with our fingers crossed, things will get better for us all. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful week ahead. I'll see you on Friday, same time, 8 p.m. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much.